'cause I'm a wheel born baby. Always burn down the road. Yeah, I'm a wheel born baby. Always burning down the road. I'm a wheel born baby. This life never gets old. Come on, wheel burners, yeah, burn with me. Come on, wheel burners, yeah, burn with me. Oh, take a ride now on Wheelburner Express. Yeah, Wheelburner Express, baby.
Good morning. We're a little glitchy. What are you doing? As soon as the screen came on, this little one here, he decides he wants to come and see what's on the screen. And this one right here, come here. This is my boy. This is the shit disturber. This is the one that causes all the problems. This is Diesel. Okay, aren't you? Your problem. He sees the screen and he wants to come. So they were literally one on either. One's on this side of the screen, one's on this side, and they're both looking at the screen. I'm waiting for them to pounce on the keyboard. So anyway, Christmas Eve, morn, whatever. It's 7:35 my time. I'm at home. I'm in Alberta. So I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm not planning on doing a long live today. I just wanted to pop in quick, give my good morning, say hello to some people. What's going on there, Big Steel? Snow Mexican doing today, brother? You know what? We're doing okay. Not bad. It's been actually, I'll be honest with you. It's been a stressful morning, and this is what gives me stress. Okay, I got up. Dar buggered off, and she had to go into work and do a couple of things real quick, and then I'm like, okay, I got the house to myself. All the Christmas shopping is done. Let's get the wrapping done, right? Let's get the wrapping done. So I break out the wrapping paper. I got the bows. I got the fucking, I got the little labels and all the shit. No tape. No tape. Not a single piece of tape in the entire damn house. Not one. So, and she took the car. And then my daughter's here, but she's off work today, and her boyfriend, he took their car. So Brianna and I are both stuck at home here, no car, no way to get tape. So I'm just sitting there going, okay, you know, I'm thinking redneck, crazy glue. I go to the garage, duct tape. I'll duct tape a present. I got no pride, right? I don't give a fuck what the outside looks like as long as she's got something to, you know, open. I'll duct tape it. Anyway. Couldn't find any tape, no duct tape, no electrical tape, no. I did find a big thick roll of that double-sided. You know, you put it down and peel the top off, and then you get two double-sided. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose to wrap a present with that. That, and I think it's like 1/8 of an inch thick. So what are you going to do with that, right? Can't really do a whole lot with that. So that kind of went out the window. So I'm going to have to wait. She won't be home till about 2 o'clock. So when she gets home, then we're gonna kind of do a little bit of running around, but it should give me enough time. I only need about an hour, probably not even about an hour. I could probably bang off all of the Christmas wrapping I got to do in under an hour. So shame on me. Shame on me. I had the whole house. I've been home here for a couple of days, and Dara was back in Ontario, where I came from, visiting her parents, and I had the house to myself for a couple of days, and I should have actually had it done, but I didn't. And that one's on me. So anyway, how we all doing, guys? How we all doing? 18 of us in here on this early morning. Like I said, it's 7:30 my time. So I'm about 2 hours behind most of you. I'm an hour ahead of a couple of yous. Kamel, great to see you, man. Everything's fine. Kamel, everything's fine. There's nothing bad going on, nothing funky going on. Everything's doing great. We've just been busy. We've got a lot of things going on. We've got the entire family's coming to our place tomorrow for Christmas, so we're gonna have a house full of people here. And I'll be honest with you, 99% of that is probably going to be on Dar. She just likes Christmas to be the way it is and the way she does it and the way, and we all like it too. So it's going to be on her, and I'm going to be the bitch boy tomorrow, right? Here, I need this, I need that. Go do this. Go da 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 da. So, we got a lot going. Like so, we got a lot going on. There's been back and forth, flying back and forth. I'll be honest, I haven't been around a lot. A lot of you guys have obviously noticed I haven't been around a lot, because of the emails. I've been getting emails from you, Kamel, Sterling, a whole bunch of you sent me emails. Like, where the hell are you? You haven't been. And it's just, what? Priorities, man. Priorities. I've got other priorities that are taking place, or that are taking, that come first before, obviously, than YouTube or doing what I'm doing. If I had a minute to go, or if I had time to go, then I probably would. Hey, stop it. Then I probably would. But to be honest with you, for the last couple of weeks, I've been working like a dog at work, trying to get everything caught up at work and get things taken care of. And I'll be honest, when I was in the home stretch of, okay, I know I'm going home, so I can see the light at the end of that tunnel, right? I can say, okay, I'm going home in 2 weeks. My enthusiasm to do anything else dropped off. The closer I got to getting on the plane to coming home, the less and less of anything else I wanted to do. I knew I had to go to work, maintain my truck. I had to take care of some business and some other people. But other than that, my enthusiasm, let's call it, to do really anything else, kind of just died off. And that included doing lives or YouTube or anything. I get kind of like get tunnel vision, right? I just see it and I want to get it done. And I just want to, okay, I'm flying home on the 20th. I am leaving on the 20th. And that's all I want to do. So that's kind of where I was at with that. That explains maybe where I've been a bit as well. Yes, I've been busy, but other things, I just haven't had I just wanted to get home. And now that I'm home, I've been home since the 20th. So it's kind of good. The first couple of days, you got to adapt and run around and everything. And now I'm kind of calm, right? I've settled in. The house is settled in, or they're all settled in. They're used to having me here. Not the other way around, right? And so now it's a little better. To be honest with you, it's a little better. And I'm not going home. I'm home here for better part of another week and a half or whatever. So I got some time to just hang, chill, hang with the kids, hang with the wife and the cats, and just, one of the problems I've also had is that every time I've been coming home, I've only been coming home for like 4 or 5 days, and that's not enough, right? You fly home, and you lose a day there. You fly back, you lose a day there. And if you're only home, if you're only taking 5 days off, well, you've lost 2 of those days just in travel, really, right? So you got 3 days. Well, in 3 days, what can you do? You don't really settle in. Your spirit and your soul don't relax. At least I don't. I spend 3 days with Dar trying to run around and do as much as I can because I miss her and I miss my family, and I try to cram as much in as I can. And I end up going back to Ontario to go back to work, and I'm more exhausted than I was when I got here. And it's like, so either way, we got a good time. We've had some good time off here. That light too bright? Or are we okay? Anyway, let's kick off some hellos. I'm way behind in hellos, so we're not even gonna. I'm just gonna we're going to do the speed round. You know, the speed round. All right. Buck Brown, Firefighter Bob, Kamel. There we go. Jim 64. Good to see you, Jim. Good to see everybody. Only glitchy on your end looks good on mine. Cool. Big Steel Hauler, Western Star, got your email. Thank you. Haven't got back to returning a lot of emails. I've been refocused, but I did get it. Western Star, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And also I wanted to thank everybody for the birthday wishes last week. Especially those that called. You know, I'm not saying a lot of you guys don't have my phone number, but those of you that do, I'm still old school, right? My kids and even Dar to the degree, you know, they think it's okay to send an email or a text message. Hey, happy birthday. Hope you're having a good day, blah, 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 blah. Me, iPhone. It's just the way I am, right? I pick up the phone. I make a phone call. And you know what, everybody that called, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. There was quite a few of you, and the ones that did email or text, thank you as well. I appreciate it. Turned the double nickel last week, 55, looking damn good for 55, still holding it together. Anyway, but I just wanted to say that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Ryan Davidson, Quinn, great to see you guys. Bob, Shannon, Tom's trucking. There you go. How we doing, Shannon? Good to see you, honey. Salang M, hi, Santa. Well, could be. Just be good. You never know what the hell you're going to get, right? Never know what you're going to get. You guys are all just saying hello. Jeanette Bassett, good morning. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you very much, Jeanette. It's going to be a full house here this week or for tomorrow. And then we've got some running around to do. We're going to be running down to Calgary. To go down to my brother's place to do kind of like another Christmas, to spend time down there. And it's going to be one of those. We're going to be all over the goddamn place here. Pro 123, hello. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. What the hell is DDDDD? You say, you are say, whatever, blah, blah. All right. Well, I'm going to take your word for it. Profane truth. Got to stick your nose in there. Attaboy. Priority report. Well, kick it on then. Kick it on up, son. Let's see your priority report. Ian Holmes. Have you ever been out on the track with wind and rain beating down on your back? Dude, I would do it daily when I'm at work. Chief Freight Hauler, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Seeing you. I see you all over the place as well. Always a pleasure to see you. Sam saying, here we go. All right, here we go, man. Kamel, thank you very much. Appreciate that. There's the guard dog. Johnny, I got your call. Dude, you called me yesterday morning. I was still in bed, bro. Remember now, I'm 2 hours behind you now. So if you're phoning me at 7:30 your time in the morning, it's 5:30 at my time. I'm not answering the phone for anybody. If somebody's phoning me at 5:30, it better be one of my kids or my wife. Otherwise, I'm not answering the phone. So, but thanks for the call. I'll call you back, John. Thank you. Well, okay. Hashtag chickens for Dar. You guys think you guys are doing the comedy tour here now? Hashtag chickens for Dar. Awesome. Lazy ass. Not lazy ass. I'll tell you something. This time here, coming home, usually you hear my voice. Holy Christ. Here, let me fix that for you. There we go. Usually I don't suffer with time differences. I'm able to coast through the different time zones and it doesn't affect me, right? Some people it messes with, some people it fucks with, and some people are fine. And I'm one of those people I'm usually fine. I don't usually worry about going through the time zones. I can go through two, depending on what parts of the country you're at or where you're running, you can go through 2 to 3 different time zones, depending on where you are and what you're doing. And, I don't suffer with this time. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just, I've got the sleep. It's not working right. It's the time zone. Like, I wake up, it's 3:30 in the morning in Ontario, right? I've still got my phone. I switched it yesterday. I leave my phone on my time zone just for work, because when you're running your logbook, you have to keep your phone on the time zone that that your home terminal is in, and mine is in Central Eastern Standard Time. So I leave my phone on Eastern Standard Time. So my phone doesn't switch from time zone to time zone. It stays in Eastern Standard Time. But yesterday I changed it. But so yeah, the other day I'm laying in bed. It's 3:30 in the morning on my phone, which means it's only 1:30 in the morning. And I went to bed at fucking 8 o'clock. It's like, oh my God. It's driving me nuts. But today seemed to be a little bit better. I was Dar was up around 3:30 our time, right? So she was up around 3:30. I was up around 4:35, about 4:45. I've been up since Alberta time, so that's not too bad. Time zones don't mess with you unless you're going from west to east. I don't know. Holler, it doesn't. It usually, this is the first time I've struggled with it. Usually, it does not bother me at all. I can go, east out to west, then come back a time zone. Like it's happened, where you'll start in Eastern Standard Time, go to Central, go to Pacific, or not Pacific, Western, whatever. But I'll start at one zone, lose an hour, lose a second hour, and then go back and gain an hour. So I've gone basically like 3 times into 3 different time zones. And realistically, your body should be going, what? But it doesn't bother me. This time here, hopefully after today, it should settle down a bit. It'll settle down a bit, just enough time for me to get adapted to this time, just in time for me to go home. It's because you are not a I'm not a spring chicken. Buck, are you saying that I'm old? Hey? Old age. Well, there, you don't have to say it, Buck. Dog just said it for you. No pun intended, or maybe it was. Attaboy. Mediterranean diet. How old are you? I'm 55. I'm 55 going on 25. Don't believe that for a minute. I'm 55 years old. Excuse me. And I've been doing this a long time, like running through all the different time zones. So I don't know what it is. Maybe this one was just, in the old noodle here. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Well, Shannon doesn't think she's a spring chicken. So Buck, if I'm not a spring chicken, that means you just called Shannon an old hen. Man, them are fighting words there, Buck. Calling Shannon an old hen? Damn. That's not good, man. Go out and get the tape out of the truck. I don't have any tape in first of all, my truck isn't here, right? I'm in Alberta. The truck's still back in Ontario. The truck didn't fly home with me, Shannon. I had to leave the truck at home. I didn't bring it back with me. Although we did, never mind. You know what? That's another story for another day. But we did do a couple of really, really cool things yesterday, and that'll be a little further down the line. But we're not gonna reveal those. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. On a positive note, I finally hit 240. Attaboy, dog. 240 is awesome. Considering where you came from, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Like I struggled to get mine, but I only started at my weight. I only started at 265, right? I only started at 265 and to get down where I am now. You were way beyond that, and look where you're at there, Johnny. So good on you, brother. Good on you. Appreciate you sharing that. Thanks a lot, man. Proud of you, bro. Proud of you. No Shannon disrespect. There's the youngin. There's the youngin. And Phoenix knows I'm just yanking his fucking chain when I call him that. No disrespect. There's the youngin. The old guard and Gold Phoenix is the youngin. No Shannon disrespect will be tolerated. Well, tell Buck I haven't yet to begin to defile her. Not yet. I'm not even working on it though. Can I please become a moderator for the channel? Callan, you know what? I've only got 5. I got 5 people that are moderators, and we keep it that way. We used to have everybody that would have a wrench and have a moderator, but right now, as it stands, there's only 5 of them, and we keep it that way just so that things stay in order and that we don't have problems. We have in the past had some problems with people getting disrespectful with other people in the chat and things going wrong. And when everybody's got a wrench, it's hard to deal with. So you know what? We got 5 people with wrenches, and those 5 people, are pretty good. Kamel's got one, Tolga's got one, Shannon's got one, Dog's got one. I can't remember who else has one. And they pretty much take care of business. You get out of line in here, you get goofy and you get silly with me. That's fine. I can take care of that. But if you're going to get disrespectful and be goofy and get stupid with other people in here, they will shut you down really fucking quick. So. That's a long answer to a short question, Callan. Sorry, man. Bob, that's how you come back, Bob. Kick the door open. Attaboy. What is that? Rupertman, South Africa. Hi, how you doing, man? Good to see you. From South Africa. That is a long way from here, bro. That is a long way from here. Good morning, Phoenix saying good morning to everybody. You missed last night's Church of Wheel. Tyke hit strike 3 plus on the Distracting Shannon level. I didn't miss that, Shannon. I knew it was there, but I didn't watch it. But if Robert got out of line with you, obviously I'm not going to make an excuses for him. Take care of business. Take care of business. Get the shit done. Hit strike 3 plus. He went way over, did he? I'm sorry to hear that. I can probably guarantee you if Robert got that far out of line, there was alcoholic beverages, involved. But like I said, I won't make excuse. Everybody knows that I love Robert. Robert's one of my boys, and I would go to war with that guy. Well, if that guy had my back, and I'd have his back. But there's definitely no reason for any kind of disrespect at that kind of level. So Shannon, I'm sorry. Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, actually, that's absolutely right, dog. The slipper wearing youngin. That's cool. Slippers, robe, and Kurt. Oh wow, man. Coffee currently. You know what, man? Phoenix, that I don't know. I'm thinking you're too sexy for YouTube right now. Nice references there, Doc Holliday. Mods will fry you. Yeah, mods, get out of line. Mods will take care of you. That's all right. I noticed something. Tolga is not here. You know what? Tolga is a busy man. Is he in YouTube jail? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that, but I do know that Tolga now has a lady in his life, and he's busy. He's found himself a life that he's got himself a woman, and it's funny, when you've got your life, and you're a single guy, and you run around, and you're up at all hours of the morning, day and night, and all of a sudden a woman appears. Holy shit, I can see. Then all of a sudden, things things automatically change. So I'm sorry, he's in YouTube jail. I'd like to know what he did to get in there. Tolga is now Snore Tolga. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Dodie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Osman bin Ali. That's a hell of a name. Tahood correction. Merry Christmas to all my Christian brothers. Well, thank you very much. Back at you, man. Yeah, he was 3 sheets to the wind. I'm sure he would probably have to be. Again, that doesn't excuse anything. I did a lot of shitty things when I was fucking hammered. I had to go back and make amends and take accountability for it. It sucks, but I did. I got caught up in an Alberta snowstorm a few weeks ago. I've been all over the U.S., but that was a totally different experience. Managed to slide uphill. Yeah. One of the problems with like Alberta Saskatchewan, Manitoba, is Phoenix. Like they are flat. Like, you've got areas, we've got areas, or not we, but you guys got areas in the US where, you've got like areas where in Wyoming or Iowa or in Nebraska where it is flat, it is cornfield, but flat. We are flatter. You can stand on the border of Alberta and Saskatchewan and see Manitoba, the next province over. That's how flat it is. So when that wind, and it's usually a northern, it's usually coming out of the northwest at this time of the year, and it's not good. That means it's A, it's cold, and B, it's strong, and it will blow. If you're hauling, if you've got a truck and you're not balls to the wall loaded, like you're not loaded out right at the 80,000 mark, the wind will move you around, and that sucks. But you know what, man? That's trucking. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what they pay me to do, and I know that's what they pay you to do. They pay you even more because you're usually pulling hazmat or dangerous. So, but don't let that deter you, Phoenix. Come on up. Keep coming to Canada next time you're up here, dude. Go on my channel here and grab my email, Phoenix. Or I think we've spoken by email before, but. Let me know when you're up here because I'm pretty central to the whole province. Matter of fact, I am almost central to the whole province. Damn. So wherever the hell you are, I can either get to you or you'll probably be going right by me. Right. Because like there's only two major cities in all of Alberta. One is Calgary and one is Edmonton. I live dead center between the two of them, right? There's the city of Red Deer, and I live in a small town just outside of Red Deer. So I'm pretty central. So, dude, like if you're going anywhere within any of those, it's an hour and a half for me to get to Calgary, and it's an hour for me to get to Edmonton. Love to hook up with you. Just don't wear the goddamn slippers, please, son. Just don't wear the slippers. He changed his channel name too many times, allegedly. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. All right. So what does that do? That throws you into YouTube jail, I think, for 30 days, doesn't it, Shannon? I think that gets you 30 days on the YouTube jail term. It's flatter and the wind seems stronger to me. Area, Lethbridge and definitely nearby Black. Yes. Exactly. Well, Lethbridge, especially like Lethbridge, Strathmore, any of those areas of the southwest or southeast, southwest, and southwest of Alberta, dude, there's nothing there. It's not until you get Calgary. It's not until you get a little bit north of Calgary, then you've got the mountain range up to the northwest, northwest, and that'll kill some of the wind for you. But if you're anything off to the northeast, hang on to your shit, son. It's going for a ride. Kellen, you telling me that I suck, dude. Like I wouldn't make you a moderator, and now I suck. Well, you're entitled to say that. I don't know why you would say that, but whatever. You're not hurting my feelings any. Brian, do you want to live in the North Pole, Alaska on Saturday? It's a high of -4 degrees and low of -24. Bob, I don't mind the cold. I don't mind the cob. I don't mind the cob. I don't mind the cold. It's the heat. I'm not a heat guy. I don't mind cold. You give me -24. You give me -4, -24. I'm good with that. As long as I'm properly attired, I'm good. Give it to me. I'll work in. I've dealt with it all my life, being a Canadian and having to deal with a lot of the northern provinces or the province north of provinces. You get up into northern Ontario, you get up into northern Quebec, especially northern Manitoba. You get up there, you're around Northwest Territories, and then from there you're up into the Arctic. So, you get up there, you're getting cold. And when you got to work up there, not just drive, but when you got to work up there, let me tell you, man, you better have your shit wired tight because, you're talking about minutes of exposure to the elements and you're frozen or you've got frostbite. So, but I don't mind that. It's when I'm hot, it's when I'm hot. It's, you can get, you're working and you're hot and you're sweating, you rip off your clothes. Once you get down to naked and you're hot, you're still hot. What are you going to do? Right. So I'd rather freeze than fry all day long. Red deer might be kin to me. It might be. For those of you that don't know where Alberta is, I am in the province that is due north. I border Montana. Two of the most beautiful places in the world. Alberta is, in my opinion, is the most beautiful Canadian province, and Montana is one of, if not for me personally, and Montana is one of, if not the most beautiful state in the U.S. So it's from where I am right now, I'm only 4 hours. I can drive 4 hours due south, and I can be in Montana. So if any of you want to come visit, go to Montana, cross the border, go straight north. It's one highway. I think it's 2 weeks. He's in 2 weeks. Okay. Gold Phoenix. Oh, sorry. Phoenix said something. If I have to load that doesn't require too much security, I'd have to. The issues is usually I'm hauling table 1 explosives in Canada, so I can't leave the load alone. We do have secure facilities. Edmonton, Calgary has them, Edmonton has them, and Red Deer have them, where if by chance you need to leave the load or you need to leave the load unattended, they will secure it for you. I don't know if there's a cost affiliated with that, but I wouldn't bother if I was you. To be honest with you, it would just be easier for me to come to you. Park the truck at there's a Flying J in Calgary. There's a Flying J in Red Deer. There's a Flying J in Edmonton. There's truck stops all over, just like any other major cities. You go, you figure out where you got your ass parked, Phoenix, and I'll come to you. 2-4 made it in the door. What's going on there, boy? What's going on? Good to see you, man. Oh, hold on. There's another one who he's 3 hours ahead of me in text. So he sends me a message this morning at 3:30 in the morning. So 2-4, I haven't answered your text yet, but it was 3:30 in the morning, my time, when you sent it to me. So here, I'll answer your text now. Thanks, man. Merry Christmas to you and your wife. Hope you have a great holiday season. There you go. See, you just 2-4, you just saved me having to send you a text, brother. Appreciate that. There we go. Gonna hook up with him. What did I do? Did I miss something? A Gold Phoenix RCMP used to have secure places for loads. Yeah, actually, they are RCMP facilities, and there's one in each. Like I said, Calgary, Edmonton, or Calgary, Red Deer, and Edmonton. Although, like I said, Johnny, I'm not sure if you got to pay for it. I'm not sure. You might have to. Gonna hook up with him. May want the slippers on because it's only gay if you're barefoot and make eye contact. Dude, I hate to say this. Look at this. I got the leather hat. This is the vintage. I went in and got the vintage shit here, right? No knockoff. Look at this one. Look at this. That's worn out. This is the old vintage. This shirt is probably older than some of you guys. So I got the cool leather. I got the vintage Kiss. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I broke down Croc slippers. My God, boys, these things are the most ridiculous things and the gayest things in the world. But it's like slipping a frickin' marshmallow on your foot. I hate the look of them, and I make fun of anybody that wears them like out in public. But for a pair of slippers, Jesus H. Christ, they're so comfortable. Okay, here, you got to see this. This cat just fell asleep. It was sitting here, looked like a sphinx staring at me, right? Just staring at me. And it fell asleep staring at me. Oh, no, he just heard me move the camera. He just heard me move the camera. Oh, wait a minute. Wait till he falls back asleep. He's done it before. He just sits there, like perfectly sits there. And then he just naps out. He's gone. Oh, where the hell was I? Oh, yeah. Morning Sexy Santa. Oh, Dewanna's in. Oh, that's not Dewanna. That's not Dewanna. That's the Sterling Wheel there. Morning, Sexy Santa. Well, it is morning. It is actually. I'm not in your time zone. I'm still an hour ahead of you. Instead of being 3 hours ahead of you, usually now I'm only an hour ahead of you. Oh, that's so good. When your heart is just barely going and you need something to get it going. I've got the jumper cables here because I got the morning coffee, and then we're gonna hit the Dr. Pepper full sugar. So really cool. Really cool. Let me just fix this. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Such an amateur thing here. There we go. There we go. Guard dog, legally, I need to physically be with the loads like at all times in the US and Canada. But if I have C4, I can leave it. It's a lot of regulation. Yeah, I can see that. You know what? I'll be honest with you, Phoenix. I don't know the regulations. I know that we have secure facilities. You probably know the regulations way better than I would. So you know what? If you're saying that's the way it is, that's the way it is. But like I said, brother, when you're up here next time you're coming through, let me know. Love to hook up with you. We can either run you up to the house, feed you, let you do your laundry, give you a bed to sleep in for a night, whatever, send you on your way, or hook up and we go for dinner, whatever, go to casino, whatever, man, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Tyke actually hit 5 strikes against Shannon. My curiosity is, how did it get so? Why was it allowed to get that far? I'd have shut that shit down immediately. Now again, I don't know what was being said, but I could imagine, considering he uses, certain language on my channel. So I don't know. I would have shut that shit down if it was that bad. Again, I wasn't there, and I certainly won't defend. I won't defend, but where are we? Guard dog. Well, time for this Florida boy to go play with the animals. You all have a good day and Mary. Yeah, Johnny, you be good, brother. You be good. I'll give you a call. I'm not gonna call you tomorrow. Give you a call. I'm gonna have a couple of days off to just chill and relax after Christmas. So I'll give you a call one of those days. He's probably been gone for 10 minutes. I don't know how far behind I am in the comments here. Yes, he did. Okay, yeah. So he got a little fucking serious. We're getting 15 inches of fucking snow today. Sorry, 2-4. I put the swear word, the expletives in there for you, the fucking and everything. So you're getting 15 inches of fucking snow today. We're getting nothing. Although we've got some clouds rolling through, but we've had blue skies and sunshine for the last couple of days over here, and it's been nice. It's been like I don't know, like it's been a plus in Celsius. It's been like, yesterday was +9, like really +9. Like we're talking jeans and a hoodie, +9. So, what kind of hat is that? Is that wool? Be honest with you. That's leather, right? It's all, and then that is, what is that? It's not wool. It's just, yeah, it's just like a cotton, like a sweater or whatever. I don't know what you want to call that, right? But it is very comfortable, and it sits well on the old noodle, and it's actually pretty cool in the winter. It will keep your noodle warm. Is it wool? No, it's not wool. It's just cotton. It's cotton, like same as like a sweater or whatever. Sweetgrass, Montana has to be one of the friendliest borders to cross, next to maybe. Did you really say Osiosus, BC? I hate BC. BC is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to go, but oh, damn. I got my own. We're not going to get into that, though. The black one you're wearing, super cool. What brand is that? Dude, I don't know. Jordan, I got it as a gift. My wife bought it for me, I don't know, 20 years ago from a leather shop. Actually, I think it came out of one of the original Harley shops out of Toronto. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So that's how old it is. As you can see, it is very well worn. Like it's been worn, and the leather is just like when you've got that, like it's so soft, right? I'll be honest with you, I can't believe that it's in as good a shape as it really is. It's still in really, really good shape. Can I have that much snow where I am? Dude, you can have all the snow. You can have all the snow. As a chef, how would I rate the new kitchen? It's not as big as our last kitchen, so I don't have as much counter space, right? I've got an island here, and the stove, we have gas. So the gas stove is actually built into the island. And then the microwave and the oven. See, hold on. Let's just do this. You guys want to? Nobody's ever seen the inside of this house, really. Well, a couple of you have, but here. So, never mind. There's my wrapping, right? I was going to do the wrapping, but so there's a stove, right? Gas stove in the middle of the islands, but there's not a lot of counter space in this one. We've got, all of this over here, but that's really not a lot, because if you look at that, and then there's a double sink here, and then this area here, which is where you've got, your coffee maker and your tea kettle and all that kind of shit. That only gives you like that much area to work with. And if you throw an air fryer on it, like right there, and then the toaster and blah, 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 it's really not a lot. I do like the fact that like the oven and the stove, microwave are built into the wall, right? I do like that. It's really handy, and the oven is up high, so you don't have to bend over and break your goddamn back to get into it. And again, the stove is gas. And I really like gas. I love cooking with gas. Here. Let's see the western sky coming up. Let's see what's coming up here. Sun's not up yet. It's coming. You can see it out there. You can see that horizon. There's the studio. I don't know if you can see that. Look how big it is. That's I don't know if it's coming through because I can't see the camera, but that's going to be the studio, or that is the studio. We just have to finish it, the inside of it. Looking forward to that, believe me. So I don't have to do this anymore. You can just basically, the way it's going to be set up is you just go out, flick a switch, turn it on, and go to work. So that's what we're looking forward to. So there you go. You just got a free tour of my kitchen, and right now I'm in the dining room, and then the living room's over there, and bedroom. Well, you guys don't need to see anymore. Boom, boom. Good morning. Tyke is definitely hit strike 3. Okay, so now red lady's even saying, okay. Oh, damn it, man. What did he say? Anyway, good morning, Crystal. Merry Christmas to you. I figured you would like that. Yeah, thanks, Pelly. 3:30 in the morning. Hey, are you going to be at the Flying J on 5th on Sunday? Am I going to be there on Sunday? Well, Jordan, there's which Flying J? which Flying J, buddy? There's a Flying J in Red Deer. There's a Flying J in Calgary, and there's a Flying J in Edmonton. Which one are you talking about? And on the on 5th, are you talking about on 5th Avenue or on Sunday? Jordan, more information is required, son. You're Canadian, can't do anything that would make you more gay. You're safe. Thank you. Stirring laughing in Texas. Cheers to the Dr. Pepper. Yeah, and the coffee's done. I don't know if I'm thinking I might want to go get one more coffee into me, but let's get the doc going here. It was 76 in Dallas like 2 days ago. Oh, 76 is good. 76 to me is comfortable, man. It really is. 76 is good. They made everything better 20 years ago. Bro, let me tell you. Who was I talking to? I was talking to I was on the phone. I was talking to Jeremy, actually, and we were talking about it. No, actually, no. Sorry. I was talking with Moto. I was talking with Dean about it. And we were talking about, the differences between now and say 30 years ago. Right. And we were talking about not just like, well, we were actually more honestly, we were talking about our lives and the quality of life and the haves and have-nots of what's changed and what's better. Like, and I asked Dean, I said, or Moto, I said to him, I said, like, are you healthier? Now, Dean, he's 60, right? So in 2025, which can be 2025 in a week. So in 2025, are you healthier now or were you healthier 30 years ago? And the answer to that is we were all healthier 30 years ago. This is before they started in with GMOs and chemicals and artificial sweeteners and before they started preserving us from the inside out, right? Before they started preserving us from the inside out. So, and we were talking about, and we were also talking about illnesses and diseases and how the companies, the pharmaceutical companies, how they keep you sick and they keep you scared and you keep you pumped up on meds. They weren't doing that 30 years ago either. Well, I think when I was a kid, what did I get? You got one booster, you got measles and mumps, and what, really? Anything else? Fucking, I don't know. I think that was it. Nowadays, come on, man. We got COVID shots, flu shots, mumps shots, measles shots, fucking shots of, tequila shots, vodka shots. Jesus Christ, get over it. They got a shot for everything. They got, the flu shot. I don't know in the US, but in Canada, they push it like every year come as we're going into winter, every pharmacy, you don't even have to go to a doctor. You go to a pharmacist and get a flu shot free. That's how bad they want this shit in your system. They'll give it to you for free. You don't even have to pay for it. So, I'll be honest with you. Sterling, I kind of just went off there, but yeah, they do. They make everything better 20 years ago. Cars, bikes, houses, people. I enjoyed people 20 years ago a lot better than I enjoy them now. Just about anything that you can think of, trucks. You go you go hand me the keys to a 20-year-old W9. Right? Give me a 20-year-old W9 as opposed to a 2025 W9. I'll take the 20-year-old W9 all day long. All day long. Not even a question. The range sacrifices prep space. It does, but it is a nice touch, man. I love cooking with instant heat. Instant heat. You turn it on, you got instant heat, and I like that. I love that actually. So it works really, really well, especially in this house. And it's got the 4 big burners, and it's got the built-in exhaust fan. Now it took me a while to figure this out. The exhaust fan is actually, so there's a burner and then another one. So there's 2 here and then 2 here, and in the middle it looks like a big open grate or a big open space, but it's got a grate over it. And I didn't know what it was. So there was 5 knobs down here, 2 for each of the, 4 for the gas burners. And then I'm looking at this fucking knob. So being a man and I see a knob, I'm going to twist it. Right. So I twist it. I can't figure out what it does. All of a sudden I hear a noise, but I don't know where it's. Anyway, the fucking thing has a built-in exhaust where it doesn't actually, like an overhead exhaust where it would everything would go up and it would get sucked up and then dispersed. This actually is on the same level as the burners, and it sucks it down, and it does a really good job. Really, really good job. It's very cool the way it works. Loud as hell though. You'd think there's an aircraft, an airplane landing in my kitchen. Red Lady saying Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Back at you. No, you should show us the bedroom. I don't think those are snow chains in there. No, they're not. They're not. And you don't need to see them, Ryan. Merry Christmas. Hope business is going well for you in Alberta. You know what? We have not moved. We have not moved out to move the business out here yet. I kind of touched on something just a little bit about 10 minutes ago about something else we were doing. It was kind of cool. And I didn't spill the beans, but so we have not. They've asked, the ingots are doing very well. Now, it turns out a couple of weeks ago, now this is, this is what I get. So the timing is obviously different, but by the time it makes it to me, several weeks have gone by. But as it turns out, they have now pre-ordered X amount of tons, hundreds of thousands of tons of ingots of aluminum. And they've already pre-ordered, the US has already pre-ordered it and ordered it and paid for it. So they've asked if we stick around. They're going to extend it even more. Are we going to, let's get these, they want the ingots down there. So we might actually be running these ingots a little bit more. And they're willing to maybe put a little extra gravy on top of it. So, are you willing to keep doing that? And maybe put the plans I've got here on, just kind of move it a little further back onto the burner. Right now, yeah. Right now, yeah. Because I'm a firm believer that, you know what, you don't walk away from money when you're making it in trucking, right? When the money is there, you work. There's going to be plenty of time for, there's going to be slow times. The economy changes. There's going to be plenty of time to slow down. So when the work is there and there's more work than you can deal with, you get on it. You get to it. You don't fuck around with it. You don't say no. You just nod your head, say yes, and go to work. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, right? They've got the work. It pays. Go get it. It's not going to be like that for the rest of your life. You don't get work like that to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If I had a second driver that I could put in my truck, I could run that truck pretty much 24/7 if I wanted to. I wouldn't do it, but I could if I wanted to. Bassmatic, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Hope all's well. Yep. You make a great Santa just off your beard, just off the beard alone. Thanks, man. Thanks. And this is nothing. We give it another couple of months. Like we've got usually we get it out like this. We got a really good one. We really get it out. Dick's out for Louise Humigon. Okay, my coffee maker broke. And in small town Saskatchewan, they want $58 for a Proctor Silex that doesn't have an auto shut off. Bassmatic, are you serious? Fuck that. You know what, man? $58. Go get an aluminum coffee cup and a Bunsen burner or a small little gas burner and make your own. Oh my God. In Guam, year-round temperatures are 70s at night, high 80s, low 90s daytime. Too hot for me. 90s, too hot for me, bro. You like that? That's cool. But too hot for me. Well, 30 years ago, I was still a teenager and hadn't discovered cigarettes and alcohol. Well, 30 years ago, right? If I'm 55, so 30 years ago, I'd have been what, 23? Well, I had discovered cigarettes, cocaine, crack, broads. They weren't women back then because in the way I was thinking, in my terminology, they were all broads. Fast cars, jail. Man, it was a good time back then. Holler, you should have been there, man. You should have been there. It's a good time had by all. Hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, man, if you guys don't mind. I don't beg for money and I don't beg for subscriptions and I don't beg for anything, but I do ask if you're going to hang out, hey man, hit the like button. If you want to hang out more often, hit the subscribe button. That's all. They give injections for skin rashes now instead of actually looking at your diet. Well, Bassmatic, they've got a shot for everything. Bro, they really, really do. They got a shot for everything. You go in with a runny nose, they'll give you a shot for it. You go in with a hangnail, they give you a shot for it. It's absolutely fucking crazy. Mr. Misunderstood, 66 in Naples, Florida. Wow. You see, 66 is good for me. I can like that. Justin 604, high tree here. I look at my knob sometimes as well. Hey, you know, Justin, if you've got a knob and you don't occasionally grab it and you don't look at it, there's something wrong with you. I'm telling you right now. Hello, where are you from? Jada. I'm out in Alberta, Canada. I'm obviously Canadian. I live out, if you go to Edmonton and Calgary, if you go dead center into Red Deer, I live out in that area out there in Red Deer, just out some little small town outside of Red Deer. And I'm Canadian. Trucking is not like playing blackjack. You got to ride the wave. Buck, I couldn't have said it better myself. Could not have said that better myself. When the money is there, you make money, you run, you work, you drive, because there are going to be times, just like I said, man, there are going to be times, Buck, where you know just as well as I do that, you're going to be sitting on your ass, or you're going to, your truck's going to go down for a week, or there's going to be something. So when the money's there, baby, you work and you bank it. You don't, just because you're making $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a week doesn't mean, you're driving a new car. You don't go get that new fishing boat. Yeah. You don't go get, whatever. You don't go slapping diamonds on your woman's fingers. That money is not guaranteed for the rest of your life. It was funny that when COVID hit, and I can list off about 3 or 4 trucking YouTubers that actually did it. COVID hit, rates went through the roof. We were running $5, $6, $7 mile freight. Next thing you know, guys are rolling in big long nose Kennys and Pete's and fishing boats and new pickup trucks. And I'm looking at this. And here I am putting along, right? Putting along in my little Cascadia, right? And I'm watching all this. And I'm watching all this money just go. And I'm like, oh my God, you people are fucking retarded. Give me the money. I'll show you what to do with it. And I'm like, what do you think this is going to last forever? Out of all the people that I know, not one of them weathered the storm. Not one. They all had to give it all back or lost it all. But I'd either give it back or they lost it. Not one. So, man, when it's time, like I said, when it's time for us to work, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong, it does. It sucks, but there is a payoff. Slang. Hi, Santa. Hello, where are my gifts? Well, it's not Christmas yet. Maybe it's actually, depending on where you are, it could be Christmas at your house. Today is only, for here right now, it's only the 24th. Some places, it's already Christmas Day. So some of you guys may have already opened your presents. If I didn't get you what you wanted, my apologies. It must have been you were bad and not my problem. Bastard, what's going on, Eric? Good to see you, brother. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. It's awesome. It's awesome. I touched real briefly on. Oh, by the way, this time, just wanted to tell you this, bastard. Your box actually made it here in one piece, right? I remember you sending me the pictures. You just sent it out like months ago, and it came back to you, and it was all beat to shit. Your package actually made it here. The box was actually all in one piece. So there you go. I don't know whose ass you jumped on, but apparently somebody's ass, because it showed up and it was looking good. So again, Eric, thanks for that, man. Can always take a new, wear a new t-shirt. And I got to figure out the license plate. I was actually going to put it on my truck, but then another idea struck me is once that studio is built, that plate can go into the studio on something. I'm going to do something. Remember the other house in the garage? I had all the license plates on the back. I think that plate there, I can kind of make that like the center plate and then build around it and do something. I got an idea with something I want to do. And it came to me actually yesterday afternoon. And I think I'm going to use your plate as sort of like the center plate on that. So, but again, thanks, man. I was really touched. I really appreciate that, Eric. Thank you. So the U.S. is frantically buying metals to beat the tariffs. Seems smart to me. Bassmatic, it seems that way. It does seem that way. It looks like that's what they are trying to do in a lot of aspects, because there's a lot of orders for lumber coming out of BC, northern Alberta. There's a lot of steel, right, coming out of Ontario, coming out of Hamilton, and coming down the St. Lawrence. And there's a lot of basically raw materials that get manufactured or get processed in Canada and get shipped to the US. You guys are ordering a lot of it, and I think it's to dodge the tariffs. When they order, 350 to 400,000 tons of extra on top of that they don't even need yet, and they're ordering it, what does that tell you? Right? They're trying to dodge. I think they're trying to dodge the tariffs. Hey ho, hi, Merry Christmas. What's going on, Freeway? Good to see you, man. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you're doing all right, brother. Hope you're doing all right. Long time no talk. No, haven't seen you around, but mind you, I haven't been around, so. Oh, excuse me, guys. I love all you, but Trump needs to give Canada a spanking. It's for our own good. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't get too carried away with that. If you wanna see Basmatic, you said you're from Saskatchewan. Look what the premier of Alberta's doing. What she's doing, man. She's telling the feds, like the Canadian feds, pretty much like that, and she's standing up to Trump with some other things. I don't think the U.S. needs to give Canada a spanking. I think what's happening is Trump is doing some saber rattling now about these tariffs and whatnot like that. It's enough to scare the shit out of Trudeau and to fire up. Trump doesn't want to deal with Trudeau. He wants to deal with Poilievre. And I think what he's doing is saber rattling right now, enough to scare the shit out of Trudeau, get him out of there as soon as possible, which could happen any day now, and bring Poilievre in. And once Poilievre comes in, I think you will see a much better a more open line of communication between Trump, because they're both Republican, right? The Conservative Party of Canada is a Republican. There's Republicans. The Liberals are the Democrats. So when you've got Republicans in power in the U.S. and you've got Republicans in power in Canada, I think you're going to find that you're going to have a much better run or a much better, smoother relationship running back and forth across the border. This is, in my humble opinion, like I said, this is just Trump trying to scare Trudeau out of office, and it might work. It might work. Hopefully, it does. Hopefully, it does. Everyone's saying hi to Sick. Fun fact: someone in the chat will have his truck paid off in March. Well, it ain't going to be me. Ain't going to be me. In March. My truck won't be paid off until April, May, June, July. July. But congratulations to you, buddy. Not that far away. You're in the same boat I am, right? The truck gets paid off. You already know the date where the truck gets paid off, and it's like, okay, now let's just stay healthy until that. The trucks stay healthy. No check engine lights, no problems, no nothing. Let's just stay healthy until that time. Yeah, good for you. Magic Johnson, Merry Christmas. If it's for y'all, man, it is for us here. Merry Christmas to you back. All the best to my Canadian friends. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate that. I think Christmas in Canada is better in the US only because we're that much closer to the North Pole. So we get the better shit. You guys get all the leftovers, right? Everything gets dropped here first and all the shit gets dropped down to you guys. Gotta rebuy them for the, what the hell are you talking about? What? Got to rebuy them for the, you got an emoji on that. I can't read it. Yes, one thing's changed federally. Everything will be fine with the U.S. Just chill out. Yeah, I agree. Northern Saskatchewan has fentanyl guys on Main Street every day. It's a problem in Canada. Oh, fentanyl's fucking crazy. If you want to see something, like you've seen the bullshit that's going on in Seattle and out west and all that kind of shit, right? You want to see something fucking cool. I took a drive. I was driving. I had to go, like yesterday, I had to go into Red Deer. And there is a rather seedy part of Red Deer, right? So I'm driving through it to get where I got to go. And no shit, man. There's like a group of like 7 people, out of 7 people. 2 of them are sitting there with pipes, like literally wide open, sitting there with pipes, hitting the crack pipes. 3 of them were zombied. I don't know what you guys want to call that, but they're like just doing the limp, bent over, don't know enough to fall down. And then there's another group here and another group over here. And it's like, holy Christ. Like, I'll be honest with you, that's the first time I've seen it with my own eyes physically, right? First time I've seen it, like, in front of me. I'm in my car and it's like right there. First time I've ever seen it. It's like, holy crap, man. It really does open your eyes to how bad this is. And then, you go around this bend and I had to make a left-hand turn. I make a left and there's a small little park and I don't know how many people were in there, right? I don't know how many people were. And then so I went past the park and I don't know, like I said, how many people were in there, but it's not like I slowed down to stop. I just gave a quick, as I was going by, it's like, you get the fuck out of here, make a right, and then carry on to where I had to go. But it is alarming. It is alarming, and it's very surprising. It's eye-opening when you see it with your own eyes. It's when you see these YouTube shorts and you see the news or whatever, and you see it on TV. But for me, until I'm exposed to it and I see it with my own 2 eyes, and I actually, I have the thought process of what it is. It's like, holy crap, And I was going to say, I want to get out and see if I can help. But at that point there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can get out and help them. You can't get out. Like, what are you going to do? Oh, here's $10. That's not going to do anything for them. Oh, here's this. Oh, that's not going to do. There's nothing you can really do for them, right? When it's that point right there. But it is heartbreaking, and it's, but for the grace of God, there go I. And, that could have been me. Right. That could have been me. Thank God fentanyl wasn't around back when I got clean and sober, because Jesus Christ, I probably would have been all over that. That would have been my shit right there. Ryan Davidson is making reference to the wall that was supposed to be built between the U.S. and Mexico. Oh, Jeanette, thank you. Okay. Well, Ryan, if you're in such a hurry to be able to get a wall, get a shovel, boy. Get out there. Get it going, boy. Come on. Karen, good morning. Hi, Brian and Dar and chat. Well, Karen, unfortunately, you just got me this morning, babe. Dar is at work, taking care of some work. I knew I should have had the other coffee and I should have left off the Dr. Pepper, but yeah, so Dar's at work. It's just me. She's going to be working till what? Probably about 2 o'clock. So she won't be back. She won't be home here for a few hours. Brianna's boyfriend, he's at work. So Brianna's downstairs. So I pretty much got that. It's me and the cats and 3 dogs. What are you going to do? You might as well go live. I wanted to wrap my presents this morning, right? I got all my Christmas wrapping paper and I got all Dara's presents. I got it all laid out. No tape. No tape. Pissed off. We got 3 stores on Main Street with their entrance caved in from cars, drugstore, weed store, and the co-op. All had people accidentally hit the wrong pedal. This isn't normal. Yeah. Grego Juice. Hello, Jesus loves you very much. And don't forget that. Well, Grego, thank you very much. I'm sure he loves you too. And don't you forget it. Thanks for coming in and saying so. Main Street is mostly tarps over the broken walls. There were some areas, some stores that were obviously closed down. They were boarded up or whatever like that, busted down. But I'll be honest with you, Bassmatic, I wasn't taking the tour. I had something in mind. I was going somewhere, and I just happened to have had to go through that area, and it was probably only about 2 square blocks. Right, Red Deer is not a massive city by any means. It's not a big city. It's a decent size, but it's not big when you think of like cities like Chicago or Atlanta or Toronto, Montreal. Red Deer it's a smaller city if you think about it on those scales, but it does have a seedy area, and I found it. And again, my eyes were opened, and again, I said, thank God we didn't have fentanyl. Back when I was in my drug days, because I know for a fact that I would have definitely jumped all over it. I would have, if you know, and my motto was, if one is good, five is better. I guarantee you, I would have been a statistic. Fentanyl probably would have killed me. You know, there's nothing anybody could have done to save me for that. I don't think I think with fentanyl, it's one of those drugs where there's no bottoming out. You know, with cocaine or even heroin or a crack, but at some point or another, you can bottom out. Your life will bottom out. I don't think there's a bottom with fentanyl. I don't think your life just starts to go down, 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 and then you bottom out. And then you have to make that choice. I think with fentanyl, it starts here. You go here, you do it, and you die. There's no bottom. You don't have time to reach a bottom. It kills you before you get there. It'll kill you before you get to the bottom of your low, your life low. And that's the problem, I think, with fentanyl. Again, you know what, guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm talking about a drug that I have no experience with. I never touched it, never used it, never toyed with it. You could put it in front of me. I wouldn't even know what it looks like. I've never even seen it. So, and that's a good thing. Be honest with you, that's a good thing. Like I said, because it would not have been a good thing if I'd have ended up messing around with it. I'm getting more coffee. I was one of those people that I swore off the Keurig, right? I thought the Keurig was like, oh, I'm never going to drink Keurig coffee. Who does that? Instant coffee out of a cup, blah, blah, blah. You know, now I love it. I love my Keurig. I can make a cup of, well, it's Tim Hortons coffee or McDonald's coffee, right? What do I got here? I didn't even look before I put it in the mail. I got McCafe, so I got McDonald's, but I can make a cup of coffee in under 3 minutes from the time I put it into the. This is coming from the guy that bitches about technology, right? I hate technology, but goddamn, I love these Keurigs. One of these days, I'll find something realistic to bitch about. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. There we go. I don't know how Shannon Thomas and even Dar, they drink that bullet coffee, they call it. I can't. 35% cream and butter and God, I don't know what else goes into that. I can't do it. I tried. Dar drinks it, and I tried. Oh, you got a better chance of winning the lottery and getting me to drink that shit again. It is absolutely freaking horrible. It tastes like shit. It really does. It tastes like crap. Just give me regular coffee, right? Coffee, cream, a little bit of sugar. Oh, I had Fent after surgery. Didn't care about anything for 2 or 3 days and couldn't eat. Man, I wouldn't touch it. Well, I've had several surgeries. I've had one on my back. I still need 2 more. I've had a couple surgeries, and they've had to use obviously something for pain. But I won't take, because I'm a recovered drug addict, I won't take morphine. I won't take Demerol. The strongest I'll take would be like Tylenol 3. If that's not enough, I'll live with the pain. My fear is that, I'll take a hit of morphine while laying in a hospital bed, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm out there, and I'll start liking this again. I'll start liking this again. So I just cannot take the chance. So I don't take anything. For the back surgery, I took Tylenol 3s for 2 days, and then went down to just ASA with a little bit of codeine in it. I guess they'd be like what Tylenol 1s. And from there, just went down to extra strength Tylenol. That's all I use, right? For now. I just Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol. South Dallas of 175 is really bad, heavy sex, trade, and drugs. Isn't that where you live, man? Isn't that where you hang out? I had a good friend in BC overdose on that shit. Karen, there's fucking people dying everywhere. It's killing people everywhere. There's not a success story. I've yet to hear a success story of somebody who fucked around with fentanyl, lived through it, got clean and sober, and made something of their lives. I've yet to find or listen or hear a story about of that yet. They make Keurigs for liquor now. Scan the pods, adds the liquor to the, oh shit, no kidding. No kidding. Well, again, I don't have to worry about that, right? I don't drink, but don't tell Dar that, or tell the kids that. I'll have a second Keurig sitting on the counter by fucking Monday. Are you kidding me? Maxwell House is goddamn worst coffee on earth. It's literally coal. Maxwell House. I'll take your word for it, man. I'll take your word for it. That's literally coal. Man, if that's what you drink, that's what people drink. That's all I drink, Basma. That says a lot there, Karen. I'll take Maxwell House over Folgers any day. Her young daughter found her. You see, that's horrible. That is horrible. Mother Parker's is actually probably the best coffee around. And for those of you that don't know, Mother Parker's makes McDonald's coffee for McDonald's. And Mother Parker's also makes Tim Hortons coffee for Tim Hortons. That's coffee. That's coffee. Oh, and then the other thing, picked up Dara at the airport yesterday and brought her home. Of course, had to stop at Starbucks, right? Fuck, man. I felt like such a retard, right? Ordering the drink. Hi, can I have a tall mocha, half sweet, no foam, yes to the whip? I had to say that into a fucking speaker box to some tutti frutti on the other side, doing the, welcome to Starbucks. How can I get your order? My name is Colleen. I don't give a shit what your name is. Just say hi. Just say hi. But that's how, and while I ordered that, and that was for Dar, right? A tall mocha. Can I have a tall mocha, no foam, half sweet, yes to the whip? Sounds like I'm ordering a fucking sex toy, right? But then I get up to the counter, and she's on, the girl in the thing there, Colleen, is on the mic, and she's talking about something, and it was like, okay, so you want an iced frap of this, two pumps sweet, one wipe, and it went on for like 30 seconds. She was describing what the chemistry. It's like, what are you guys, a scientific laboratory in there? What are you concocting in there? And then you're charging. Well, Dar didn't pay for it because she had a bunch of gift cards, right? So thank God. Because when you're paying $6 for a coffee, it better be that batshit coffee. What do you call that stuff? Somebody must know what that stuff's called, that batshit coffee or whatever it is. But it's like a fucking $1,000 a gram or whatever this coffee is. But that's what it better be. At $6 for a coffee, dude, I go to Tim Hortons. I get an extra large coffee. You guys know it's the same size extra large in Timmy's as it is with a Dunkin', right? So I get an extra large coffee. It's $2.25. $2.25 Canadian. So that would be $1.60 American. So $1.60 and I got a coffee fucking that big, right? As opposed to $5.65 for a coffee that big. How do you justify that? Hey, how do you justify that? Turk, are you drunk? Are you crazy? Turk, absolutely not. Just to show you, Turk, what line I walk, I have been drug and alcohol free. So I've been clean and sober since March 21st of 1993. That is 31 years I've been clean and sober. I haven't had a drink of alcohol or a drug in 31 years. Mind you, that's aside from, medical, like if I had a surgery, obviously you need whatever. But I mean, I have not touched cocaine, heroin, or crack in 31 years. And I have not had a drink of alcohol, although you never know it in my house, because if you ever come here, there's fucking more booze here than there is at the average liquor store. There's Dodie. How we doing, baby? Brian, I love your cap, but you need a cool fluff ball on top. I don't think so. No, we call them pom poms, right? We're not doing pom poms here, baby. No pom poms. You look pretty fucking goofy, right? Riding your fucking iron down the road with a pom pom on the top of your head. What you're saying is exactly what I'm thinking. We're talking about Starbucks here, AG. Yeah, I feel I order it only because my wife. Most of the time, I'll be honest with you, I won't order it. I did yesterday, but most of the time, if she's in the passenger seat, I make her lean across and into the box. I'm not ordering that. I'm like, I am not ordering that. You order it, and she'll get all pissed, but she'll do it. If she wants her fucking coffee, she's gonna do it because I'm not ordering. Hi, whip, frap, lap, a crap, a snap, a crap, a fuck, a half of this, half of that, twice of this, 2 pumps of this. No, forget it. You are a cool guy. That was only asked. Well, thanks, Turk. I appreciate that. You're pretty cool yourself. Shane Kimberlin, 1 year this month for me. 1 year. Awesome. 1 year. Fantastic. Don't break it. I don't. At the 1 year mark, I was still counting days. But mind you, I was a fucking mental case, right? Because I was coming off of coke and crack. I was a fiend, right? So I was a coke fiend, and I was a drinker as well. But I was coming off. So the first year for me was the absolute worst. I was an absolute fucking basket case for about the first year. It took me almost 5 years, believe it or not. 5 years to get my head right. The first 5 years for me to, if a lot of people recover a lot faster than that. I was in bad shape, physically bad shape. Mentally, I was a mess. Spiritually, I was a disaster. It just wasn't good for me. But you got a year, that's a 365 days, man. When you hit the 365th day, you know what the difference is between 365 and 366? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Just keep on going. One more day. One more day. One more day. Next thing you know, you're going to add those days into years, and the years add up into decades and whatever. And nowadays, it's whereas drinking and drugging and carrying on and fighting and going to jail and womanizing and carrying and being an asshole, when that was a lifestyle for me, eventually the old tape stops playing and the new tape takes over. And when I say tape, I mean that, the tape in your head, the lifestyle. And when that tape stops and the new tape starts and the new one starts to override the old one, now the lifestyle for me this is normal, right? And it becomes that way for anybody after enough one day at a time, one day after another, one day after another. You add up all your days, you get years. You add up your days, you get months. Then you add up your months, you get years. You add up your years, and you just carry on. Now for me, it's like, it's not even a thought. Drinking's not a thought. Drugging's not a thought. It's not a part of my life. It's not a part of the process. I don't concern myself with it. I don't worry myself about it. That doesn't mean that I don't put myself in precarious positions. I don't. I'm not about to walk into a fucking crack house and sit down and crack a Dr. Pepper and shoot the shit with the boys. You know, that's the way you're asking for trouble there. But do I concern myself with it in my life today? No, no. Nowadays, man, my concern today is, you know, take care of my family, take care of my kids, run my business, take care of myself, drink my coffee, have a good time. Sorry, I missed some comments here. Kamal is clean, yeah. You getting a bike for Christmas? Who says there isn't one already in the garage, 2-4, that nobody knows about? I didn't show you the garage, remember? Blue Flowers, hi, you're amazing. Well, Blue Flowers, I guess you're amazing too. With a handle like that, do me a favor, hit the like button, though, eh? What's your hobby, old man? You know what? I'll be honest with you, Turk. I put a lot of my hobbies on hold. That's the lie. Sorry, that's a fucking lie. I didn't raise my kids. My wife raised my kids. I'm a truck driver. I've been on the road most of my life. So, you know, did I raise my kids? I was an active participant, but I didn't raise the kids. Dar did. But when I started, you know, that kind of, either way, I put a lot of that on hold. A lot of my hobbies. I was talking about it. I made a comment the other day on Thor. Thor was live the other day, and he was talking about stuff like that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a couple of the bike lifts out of the storage, and I'm going to start tinkering with bikes again. You know, I used to love working on bikes, tinkering with bikes, doing a little of this, buying an old bike, you know, tinkering with it, fixing it, getting it up, flipping it, riding it a bit, flipping it a bit, getting rid of it. But I was doing it. I'm looking at doing it not to make money. I'm doing it more just to keep my hands into it and to, you know, my trucking career is slowly starting to wind down. You know, 35 years is a long time to be fucking doing this. And I don't owe this business anything. It owes me a lot, and I plan to get as much as I can out of it before I go. But yeah, so a hobby for me is going to be, I'm going to go back to working on and tinkering on motorcycles. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much golfing or anything like that. I do have a studio being built right outside the house here. And once the studio is done, I've got some plans and some other things that I plan to do with the studio. And that'll be hobby-esque, I guess we could say. Not too sure. Never know. With me, you just never know. Really, truly, you don't. You just don't know. You know, one day I could be working on a motorcycle. Next day I'll be, you know, I'd have a jet engine ripped apart in my garage. Who fucking knows? 2-4 says it's snowing now. The driving streams. You know what it is? Sorry, man. I've got this table, and it's not even the table. Actually, it is the table. That's what. That's just one finger. Watch, like here, right? One finger. Watch this. Like, and that's from having, like, this is a big fucking table, and it's a heavy. This was actually made by Mennonites, and this thing weighs a ton, but it is weathered, and this table has raised all the kids. So 6 kids. This table has weathered every single one. It's at the end of its life. It's solid. Don't get me wrong, but it actually probably needs to be flipped over, and the bolts need to be. This is one of those tables where it gets put together with 6.5, 7-inch bolts, right? 3/4 inch fucking bolts and nuts, and you have to torque it. That's how big this table is and how heavy it is. It probably needs a good tightening. I ain't doing it today. So sorry if we're bouncing. It's just that every time I put my arms down, right? Like just put my arms down, or even to move the mouse, or if I adjust my ass, the camera's going to bounce. So I apologize for that, Ryan. If you want to, I'll drop the link, Ryan. You can come in and make engine noises, and I'll just pretend we're driving down the road. 2-4 says it's snowing. Shane, Merry Christmas, bro. Thanks for being you. Hey, Shane, thanks for being you. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate that. Dodie saying hi to 24. 24 saying hi to Dodie. Camille, how are you doing, Dodie? Welcome from Switzerland. Woo! Come on in from Switzerland. I've never been. You know what? I want to go to Switzerland. Okay, nobody tell Dar this. Okay, I have no desire to go to like England, Paris, France, Germany. Fucking, I do want to go to Switzerland, Sweden, maybe Denmark. I want to do that, right? I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I have no desire to go see the fucking Eiffel Tower. I want to go to Monte Carlo. There's a couple of places. Now, are these places that I'm ever really going to go? Hell no. Not even hell no. Fuck no. I'm never going to go there. But would I go if I got the chance? Probably. Switzerland eats the best fondue. Well, don't you guys you guys have the best chocolate, right? You guys have the best chocolate. And don't you have some of the best pastries in the world? The Swiss have the best pastries and the best chocolate. Swiss, the Swedes, for pastries, Germans for pastries, cookies and shit like that. But I think you guys are world famous for your watches and for your chocolate. So eat the best fondue. I'll take your word for it. I really will. Hi, Strong House. Hi, Wheel Burner. Hey, what's going on, Strong House? Hi, Strong House. That's me. I'm a high strung house. I've only had 2 of these. See how much more high strung we can get. Oh, there's actually something here. I'm just going to take a quick look at here. Don't mind me. I'll be right with you. I know this is kind of rude, but oh, we got a couple of really cool guys. One of them kind of, what the hell happened there? Oh, what do we do? Oh. No, it's only what time is it here? I don't have a clue. Don't have a goddamn clue. It's 9 o'clock. So yeah, everyone's probably just getting out of bed right now. Good for a mechanic in Ontario fixing shitty engines and DEF. Dude, I'm not touching DEF. I wouldn't touch a truck engine that deals with DEF or anything like that. Living in Alberta now, if I want to, once I move my truck here, I can delete, and it's perfectly legal. In Alberta, so Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, all 3 Western provinces, delete. So if you can find work that just runs provincial, like from Ontario, Manitoba, or Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, and that's you want to run across those 3 provinces, you can run across with a deleted truck. You're good, absolutely good. Don't sell. I ain't selling shit. What's cooking? Good looking, Karen. Man, look at Camille. Camille's flirting. Shannon's talking. We got just glitches. Who freaking knows? Honestly, who freaking knows? I don't have a clue. You guys, there's somebody sending me. It's one of those minutes. All of a sudden, when your phone starts blowing up, it's like, hey, no, I didn't do this. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to just kill it. All engines will be deleted soon, buddy. Well, I'm not going to say that you won't. High strung, I don't think you're going to say they're going to be deleted. Unfortunately, unfortunately, they are going to be coming up with a new system, a new anti-pollution, clean engine, fucking whatever. They're not going with electric, high strung. Don't even think that we're going to be running electric trucks anytime soon, right? It's just not happening. That's not, and we can talk about it and go down that argument, go down that road all day long, but that's not going to happen. It's going to take 35 years, more than that. More than that. It's going to take fucking 40 years just to get the infrastructure in place to be able to run all electric trucks. So if that's what you're talking about, whereas, you know, there's going to be all engines will be deleted soon. No, but there is talk now that they are talking about getting rid of the system we have now with the DEF, the DPF, the EGR cooler and valve, and all of that after treatment bullshit. Getting rid of that, and there's a new system coming in. And if high strung, if you are a mechanic or a tech and you know about something like this, please feel free. This is just what I've heard coming down the pipe from other people that are in the business. But there is another system coming in because this one doesn't work. Let's face it, this one doesn't fucking work. I had a 97 W9 60 series Detroit, 12.7 60 series Detroit that ran cleaner, okay, that ran cleaner than my emissions zero idle Freightliner Cascadia. Come on. You know, come on. What are you going to do? The emissions coming out were cleaner. It ran cleaner than the Freightliner did. They also found all these California tree huggers. They also found that, say, take for example, like that 12.7, right? You take that 12.7 60 series, you turn it on, it runs, you know, and you've got combustion and you've got exhaust. What does it do? It shoots the exhaust up into the air, correct? You've got your exhaust going out your stack, it goes up into the air. After enough time, high strung, what happens to that? It settles, right? It comes down, it settles on, and then it settles to the ground, or at least most of it does. What they have found now is that DEF fluid, once the DEF is injected into the system, it runs through the cycle and it goes out the stack. What happens with DEF? DEF doesn't settle. It stays in the air. It's lighter than air. It stays in the air. So now, instead of cleaning the air and being clean emissions, you're putting DEF emissions in the air and they stay there and you're breathing it. And they've also now discovered that the emissions from the DEF alone, just the fluid alone, that stay in the air, all the rest of the soot and shit falls to the ground. The DEF emissions stay in the air. All of that kind of shit is what you're breathing, and that's causing a whole bunch of new problems, right? That's causing a whole bunch of new problems for your lungs, your eyes, your circulatory system. You know, anybody that's got a compromised system now. And then they discovered that. So do you think all those tree hugging cocksuckers in California and the doctors and the people that are making these engines and the politicians, do you think they jumped up out of their seats and went, whoa, stop. We need to change this, because this isn't good. Hell no. To do that, they'd have to admit that they were wrong in the first place. And it would be the trillions of dollars that Detroit, PACCAR, Navstar, fucking Cummins, all of these companies have invested trillions of dollars from 2008 all the way till today. The trillions of dollars invested to get this system to work right? And it still doesn't work right. There's still problem. It is not natural to take exhaust and cram it back into an engine. That's not natural. I don't care any which way you look. Anyway, that's what they found. So hopefully they're getting rid of that. No, I mean death zone. Right. because I've owned. I never owned a 14, but I had a 12.7 60 series. I've owned 2 cats, a C13 and a C15. I've owned Vision motor. Do you remember the motor, the Vision 460 Mac motor? Those things were bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof. Love those. I've never owned a PACCAR. Hopefully never will. But I've owned quite a few. And I think, in my opinion, I enjoyed having that 60 series. The best. Easiest to work on, cheapest to fix. I can get it fixed anywhere. You know, I could stand on the roof of that Kenworth and throw a rock in any, close my eyes and throw a rock in any direction and get that engine fixed. And it was out of all of them, it was probably the most fuel efficient. Like out of the old school engines, the pre-emissions, like if you take like the 3406 Cat, the N14 Cummins, even the red top, and you take the Detroits. I think the Detroits, fuel mileage wise, were the best trucks. Horse and torque and horsepower, you wanted 3406, right? You wanted the Cat. That 3406E, you could throw a chain around this house and rip it off its foundations, right? But I think for all around reliability and just for fuel mileage, take that Detroit. Take that 60 series Detroit, the 12.7. Fantastic engine. Loved having it. Loved the sound of it. Loved it. When you get that thing wound out and you're sitting at like 1700 RPM, that little shim right there, especially if you've got an 18 speed, that little shim at like 1700 RPM, a little vibration. Oh, damn, man. You knew that engine was running perfect. Perfect. When you felt that little, there's got to be somebody in here that's fucking old enough to know what the hell I'm talking about. There's got to be at least one, right? There's got to be somebody that knows what I'm talking about. There's that little thing. Same with the Cats, right? Cats had that very distinct sound, and they had that distinct feel on the pedal when you were in the low range and working your way through the gears, right? So when you were in low range and you were wah, 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 going through the gears on the Cats at 3406, the distinct sound it had, but the feel of that power going, the power band on those engines, very distinct. You knew it was a Cat. I could pretty much, and this is what we used to do back in the day, like 25 years ago. We'd be sitting in the truck stop, right? And back then everybody idled their trucks, right? If it was hot, you had to idle your truck for air. If it was cold, you had to idle your truck for heat. Then we didn't have bunk heaters and shit like that. So what we do is, would be 2 or 3 of us. You'd grab your pack of smokes, you go for a walk, and we'd walk all, you find in the truck stop, you walk along the whole front end of all the trucks, along the front of all the trucks. They're all idling away. And you play a game as to what engine is that? But just by sound, right? You obviously can't see it because the hoods are all closed. So you'd be walking along, there'd be 2 or 3 of these, you go, that's a Cat. Okay, what model Cat is that? Right? We could break it down. They're like you could break it down to, especially with the Cats. You could C15, C13. Not a lot of guys ran the C12s. Those were mostly in day cabs and shit. But then you get into the 3406, the same block, same platform as the C15s. But anyway, you could tell the same. So that's Cat. Then you check. Yeah, right. Okay, that's an N14 Compass. That's a DD. That's a D6 series. All day long, around trying to figure out, what engine was what. Honestly, you got nothing else to do. It's killing time. Oh. T-Dot, did you get a new truck? It's not in my driveway, but yet. No, not yet. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. 30 years experience, and I am disgusted with the junk we make today. Oh, it's bad today. High strung. It is absolutely garbage today. Have you seen the new Volvo truck? Funny enough, Camille. Now, these are the North American Volvos, okay? And when I tell you, I took a picture of it. That's how. This is the new VNL 860. Now this thing is phenomenal. Now this is sitting on the showroom floor at Volvo, or as the showroom floor, sitting out there on the dealership, at the Volvo dealership in Calgary. This was yesterday. Okay. This thing is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Look at that. It is also $361,000 Canadian. Look at the front end on that thing. That is a brute. That is a brute. Absolute gorgeous truck. $361,000. Hell no. God no. Are you out of your mind? I wouldn't pay $360 for two wheels and a steering wheel and a chance in hell. Sorry. Thanks for coming out, but we're not doing that. No way. Have you seen? Yeah, there. I saw the new Volvo. Now I haven't seen any of the European Volvos, but that could just be me, right? Just another house from home, but I have to head 220 miles the opposite direction. Buck, you're not going home? You're not going home for Christmas? Are you gonna be home? Hopefully, buddy, you get home. Hopefully you get home. Yes, but they're plagued with issues. You're talking about the Volvos. It's funny you said that because my best friend's name is Jeremy, and he's a Volvo guy, right? So he's got one. So I took those pictures yesterday and I sent them to him and I gave him the price. And funny enough, he was in Cornwall Volvo getting some work done on his truck. He's got a 15 that he just keeps reviving. I don't know what other way to say it, but anyway, and he was Cornwall Volvo had one as well, and they said they've had nothing but issues with them. All electrical. Now Volvos are known for electrical issues anyway, but apparently Cornwall Volvo is saying that these new 2025s, the 860s, like the truck I just showed you, are absolutely plagued to death with electrical issues and problems, and they're just not worth it. Well, for $361,000, you don't want me to tell you what I expect that truck to do. Because for $361,000, it's doing more than driving down the road and picking up fucking freight. What type of truck are you looking for? A spec, Brian? I'll be honest with you, high strung. I've got a 2020 Cascadia. I got it when it was 8 months old, so I got it fairly new. It was only 8 months old when I got it, and I've had nothing but good luck with it. This truck has not cost me shit, nothing aside from if you know the business. Aside from I've replaced a knock sensor. I've replaced bucks in both the inlet and the outlet knock sensor. I've replaced the normal shit, but it's been nothing to the realm that the Peterbilt guys have had to deal with or the Volvo guys are dealing with. Like a harnesses, sensors, issues, anything like that. I've got the 15-liter Detroit, the DT12 automated transmission. It's a 2020. It's still running me eight and a quarter, 8.5 miles per gallon. I got no issues with it. But it's time. It's a 2020. It's a 5-year-old truck. Time to roll over. It's time to get a new truck. So I'll be honest with you, I'm getting another one. I don't need bang for buck. High strung. I'm in business to make money. I don't, Chrome doesn't get you home any faster and doesn't make you any more money. Neither does Flash, neither does Fancy, neither does, I can go get myself another 2024. I can get myself to a 24 or a 25 Cascadia 126. Is it as nice and as comfortable as say the Kenworth 680? No. Or the Pete 579? No. Like the insides aren't as glamorous and fantastic and whatever you want to call it. But the $45,000 less I'm going to pay for it and the reliability I'm going to get out of it, and the ability to get it fixed anywhere I want, I can take that Freightliner with that Detroit engine and I can take it into a Kenworth dealership and get it fixed. I can take it into an international dealership and get it. You can't take a Peterbilt with a PACCAR engine into a fucking Volvo dealership and get it fixed. You can't take a PACCAR into a Volvo. You can't take a Volvo. You got a Volvo with a D13 and an I-shift. If that thing goes wrong, anything goes wrong with that, you're taking it to Volvo. You're not running it into Freightliner. With a Freightliner, with the Cascadia, with the DD15, with that Detroit, I can take that thing anywhere and get it fixed. So I like that reliability. I like the ability to my options are open for repair. And I also like the fact that it's just reliable. Like, honest to God, man, my repair bills, I don't think I've had a single year where my repair bills on the whole year, I think the worst year we had was like $6,000, $6,000 or $7,000, which is phenomenal. Guys, if you don't know anything about being an owner operator, if you can skate through a year where your repair bills are under $10,000, you're doing well. You're doing really well. So I've been very fortunate. I haven't had to do anything. I've replaced sensors, but I've had to replace normal shit. Wheel bearings, well, fuck, that shit runs out, wears out. Anything that's regular wear and tear, water pump, it's eventually going to wear out. Shit like that. Anything regular wear and tear, yeah, we've had to repair. The thing's coming up on I'm coming up on about 640,000 miles. So things are starting to go. But I'm fortunate. And I'm willing to take a gamble, and I'm willing to get another one. I don't need the big space of the studio. I don't need the big space of even the 579 Pete. It's a bigger bunk than mine. I'm quite happy with my bunk. I'm quite happy with the options that come in this truck. I don't need, I will not be getting the digital dash. I don't want the digital dash. I want to keep the dash that I've got, like the old school, not the old school, but the one that's like already in my truck. I've got friends that have got the T680. I've got friends that got the 579. Well, the company that I'm leased on with, they got, I think, 6 or 7 579s. Every one of them has had the dash glitch and problems that have been problematic. Anybody I know, with the exception of, I think Chicken Hawk's the only one I know that didn't have a problem with it, was out of his Kenworth. They've all had the digital dashes, all shit the bed on them. So I don't want that. Just give me the regular dash cluster gauge and I'm good. That's the thing. I don't need fancy. I'm in business to make money, and that's it. I'm not here for glamour. I'm not here for fame. I'm not here. All those days are gone anyway. The days of running down the highway at 80 miles an hour with your hair and your ass on fire are dead. We killed those days. We're never going to see those days again. Now it's bang for buck. Get the best truck you can possibly buy for the money that you want or that you can afford to spend, that's going to get you the best results. Bottom line. And for me, it's a Cascadia. And I think it's proven now pretty much that, those Cascadias are pound for pound. They're the best trucks getting the best fuel mileage right now. I can't say, I don't know personally about what the new Volvos are doing or anything like that, but I know that those Detroits are still better than the Cummins, the X15s. Reliability they are, and fuel mileage they are. Snore Tolga, look who decided to show up. What's going on there, big boy? How the hell are you? Damn, that's a hell of a fucking Snore Tolga. I heard you were in jail, bro. I heard you had to you changed your name too often. You got screwed. I took my pee. Really? You took your pee into a Volvo dealership? Well, that's a good place for it. I think you mean Pete, right? I took my Pete into a Volvo dealership for the first 2 years. I had it, but I'm the exception to the rule. I had inside players. Well, if you bought your Pete used from a Volvo dealer, then they will probably honor. A lot of Volvo dealerships, that's the thing, right? A Volvo dealership will work on not a PACCAR, sorry, they'll work on the Volvo, and they'll work on Detroit, and they'll work on Cummins, right? Because you used to be able to get Detroits and Cummins in Volvos, and I think you can still get a Cummins in a Volvo if you want. But you can't take a Volvo with a D13 and an I-shift into a Pete dealer. You can't do that. Peterbilt won't work on a Volvo engine, and they won't work on an I-shift, or they don't want to. Let's put it that way. I just swapped a Packard to a Cummins X15. Good call. Good call. The Packard might get a little bit better fuel mileage, but the X15 is going to, it's reliability wise, going to beat. It's going to run much better. Tolga, good to see you. It's always good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Stay away from digital for sure. Yeah, I won't do anything digital. I try to keep everything, like I said, try to keep everything as simple as possible. Break it all down to the simplest form. The only thing I like to have some creature comforts in the truck. Obviously, you want the winter insulation package. You want the bigger fridge. You want the floor package, right? You don't want the plastic crap fucking floors, right? You want the carpeted and you want the insulated, the matted between the seats, that whole part there. You want the waterproof matted, but you want it to be insulated, and then you want the carpet in the back. And so there are certain things that I do want. There are certain gauges that I like to have that I want to have. I don't want just your speedometer, your tach, your fuel, your temperature, and all that kind of shit. No, there are some other things I like to have. So. And that's a good thing about when you get a new truck, you can get all that. Oh, you there, Ryan? You too, legend. Good to see you. Yeah. Cascadia is like Toyota, not too fancy, but very reliable. Yeah, they are. They're like they're like a Swiss watch. They just keep going. They're well built. They really are. People laugh and they joke, they're called freight shakers and they rattle. You know what, guys? I'll be happy to fucking take any one of you guys. I'll give you the key to my truck. It's a 2020. It's got 640,000 miles on it. Go drive it around and tell me if you hear anything rattling. That thing's still as solid today as it was the day that I got it. And it's still running great. Has it lost us a couple steps? Yeah, of course it has. Is it getting me 9 miles per gallon or 8.8 miles per gallon where it's sat lifetime usually? No, but it's still getting me like better than 8. It's 8.2, 8.3, Right now it's cold. So, when you've got cold, obviously it's gonna right now it's running, I think 7.3, 7.4, but I'm still pulling heavy haul, right? I'm still averaging 100,000 pounds, right? Running around with grossed out at 100,000 pounds. The truck's still running me better than 7.5 miles per gallon. How do you complain about that in the winter, right? With winter fuel. So I can't say enough about it. I am absolutely sold on the Detroit platform and the DT12 transmission, the automated transmission. I'm sold on it, right? This is the first automated transmission I've ever owned. Every other truck I've ever owned has always been an 18-speed manual. 18-speed. Everything that I've owned has always been an 18-speed. Now I've got a 12-speed automated. Love it. Love it. And I was one of those guys that you had to drag into the next decade. Oh, I'll never drive an automatic. I'll never. Blah, blah, blah. Love it. Now I'll never drive a manual again. I'll never own one. I'll drive one, but I ain't never buying one. Yep. Moto Bomb. There we go. Merry Christmas to you, brother. Damn good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Just say hello. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Awesome to see you, Dean. Anybody that doesn't know Moto Bomb Virginia, go check out that channel. He's got a whole mesh of everything he does over there. He does some tattooing. He does a bunch of get-togethers with a bunch of his riding brothers. He's friendly and he's welcoming to just about anybody, all the truckers. Anybody's welcome over there. It's usually a good time, usually good conversation, except when Buck Brown's there. He's got to get rid of Buck one. Buck just kills it. I'm just fucking. I see Buck's 10 name is right underneath his, so I'm just messing around. But yeah, anybody go check out Motobomb. You'll enjoy it. I've met Dean personally. I hooked up with him down in Virginia. I got to spend I think 2.5, 3 hours with him one afternoon. Great guy. It's one of those guys that I could make a whole day of and just hang with. And I got to go get some more work done. I've got some work I need. I'm actually saving this spot right here for a moto. I'm saving that for you, Dean. There's something I need to go in there, and you're the man to do it. So you're going to be doing it. Yeah, damn good to see you, man. Because curse of Sterling is real, and I have stuck with his name for another 13 days. That sucks balls, dude. That sucks balls. Remember, I bought mine private sale, and somebody very near to me was a service manager at the Bob shop. That doesn't hurt, does it? I bought mine privately as well. I didn't buy mine from a dealership. I try if I can. Most trucks, actually, the Volvo I bought brand new. I bought that from a dealer. What else did I buy? That's the only one I bought from the dealer. The next Freightliner I'm buying, the next truck is going to be from the dealer. That's about it. Everything else has been a private sale. Everything else has been a private sale. Red Lady saying hi to Moto. Good to see you. Howdy, Buck. Good to see you. Too bad you won't be riding on a certain motorcycle to Virginia to get it done. No. Rub it in, eh? Ooh. Thanks, Buck. Ooh, just throw that in there, eh? Ooh. Son of a bitch. There you go. Tolga threw up Moto's channel. There you go. Guys, feel free to ask Tolga or Camille, if you've got a channel and you don't have a wrench, please feel free to ask one of these guys to throw your channel up. Although, you know, there's like 17 people in here watching, whatever, throw your channels up. I fully agree with that. Some people do, some people don't. I say spread them. The more channels that get out, the better. So you know what? It's cool. Buck is problematic. Yeah, he is. He is. You got to keep a leash on Buck. You got to keep a leash on Buck. And just in case you didn't know, the bike's new home will be in Rochester, New York. Well, I know Rochester. I know where Rochester is. I know Rochester very well. I know where Rochester is. Been there many a time. Used to do back in the day. Used to do business in Rochester. Rochester was a hub for certain things to come into Canada. And yeah, we used to do a lot of business in Rochester. Rochester, Syracuse, and Buffalo. Right? Syracuse and Buffalo. Rochester was almost dead center between Buffalo and Syracuse. Buffalo, you had the Fort Erie, right? The Fort Erie Buffalo border. And then Syracuse, if you go north on 81, then you've got the Alexandria Bay border crossing there. And then Rochester was the hub. Everything would come up into Rochester and then split and go east or west, depending on which part of Canada you wanted it to go to. Run into Syracuse to do this, and Syracuse would cross up there. And then if it did, you could actually run it to Albany, and Albany would run it up into Quebec. So if you're going like into the Montreal, whatever. Here I am telling you how we used to run drugs into Canada. Oh, fuck. Don't do it today. They've got all that shut down. We're talking, this is 30 plus years ago, guys. I think the statute of limitations has run out. I think I'm probably safe. I don't think nobody's coming looking for a tired old tired old guy. Rochester, you know what Rochester is like Hamilton. If you've been to Rochester, New York, you've been to Hamilton, Ontario. Hit the like button. Appreciate that. Much love to Connie, though. Bless her heart. She lost her other channel over a rubbish reason. I did not hear about that. Merry Christmas, Buck. I'm using talk and text. Please forgive me if I don't speak directly to you. I hate talk and text. I really do. It drives me absolutely batshit crazy. It drives me nuts because it's hard enough the way I talk, right, to understand me regularly. But the goddamn computer or the phone, it does work better if I'm wearing a Bluetooth headset, right? And I'm talking, texting that. For some reason, the Bluetooth Blue Parrot headset will pick it up better and it won't misspell as many words. But if I'm doing this with the phone and I'm now talking and texting like this, oh, it's terrible. It is absolutely freaking horrible. Yeah, you shared her channel link. Okay, cool. Did I miss something? There we go. Okay, no, there we go. It's there. Thank you, Tolga. Appreciate that. Don't forget to leave leave a like. Hey, drop a like. If you like what we're doing here, fine. If you don't, that's fine. Appreciate it. Leave a comment, leave a like. What are we at? We had 28. We had 28 likes. Let's go for 40. Let's go for 40. If we can bang out 40 likes. Here. Now the sun's up. I showed you guys earlier. I don't know how many of you are still here. So we got the sun up. I'll show you where the studio is going to be. Oh, don't look at me. So here, I got to actually do this so I can see here. So this is out the back of my house, right? That. Oops, sorry. There we go. That is actually where the studio is, right? That is 16 by 12, and it's fully insulated, and when we're done, we're going to have a full separate. It's going to be totally separate from the house. It's only running on its own power, running on everything. And it'll be good because we can, like I said before, we can just go out there. We can make as much noise as we want. We can hoot and holler and fart and burp and hiccup and have a really good time. And, all we're going to do is maybe disturb the neighbors. I don't have to worry about disturbing Dar and the kids in the house here. So show us the garage. It's right there, 2-4. It's just over there. Oh, you want to see what's in the garage? Well, that's behind the door over there. You tell you what, 2-4, you come by, jump on your bike, swing on by as you're coming through, and I'll let you look in my garage and see what's in there. And see how many are in there on the stands. Canada is turning into what? Curette again, step by step, and let's make the YouTube also great, folks. We can do this. Yeah, awesome idea. Our Nerd in Motion also has using. You know what? You're right. Tolga, Nerd actually has the exact same idea. I don't think his is as big, right? That's 16 by 12. I think Nerd's is a little bit smaller, but I did get some really, really good ideas. Now, Nerd had his long before we ever bought this house. So when we bought this house and I saw that, I'm going, that's what we're doing with that. Dar didn't even get a vote in that month. It was, this is what we're using. It's not going to be a shed. This is what we're doing with it. It's going to be insulated. We're going to run power out to it. And this is what we're doing. We're building a studio. And we've got a double car garage and we've got other storage. We don't need the shed. If need be, I'll go to Lowe's and I will buy, an 8x8 and put it in the other corner. The backyard's definitely big enough. Right, I can put another 8x8 shed in the back there, and she can put her gardening shit, the lawn, whatever. Right, but she's not getting her hands on that. Only as well because that was built with the same idea of the house. As you can notice that it's stuccoed, it's completely finished and insulated. It's absolutely awesome. It's awesome. So if it wasn't so goddamn cold this weekend, I'll be honest with you. If it wasn't, I'd be out there working on it. I really would. I want it done as quickly as possible because obviously I got plans, but the weather doesn't want to agree with me. Weather never wants to agree with me. There's Dewana. Hey, baby, how are you? Hello, sexy Senate. Merry Christmas to you and everyone. Back at you. Great to see you. Where did I see you last? When did I see you last? We were having a good freaking time too. It was funny as hell. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Joanna, where did I see you last? You had me laughing my ass off. You really did. It was hilarious. Nerd Shed is smaller than that, but looking pretty wide. Maybe it's because of the camera. I don't know. Looking. This one here is going to have ours is going to have two cameras, right? If you look at the way Rogan has his setup, he's basically got a table and he sits on one side, somebody sits on the other, and then there's a camera over here facing Joe, and then there's another camera over here facing the guest, and then he's got a producer that runs the camera. So whoever's talking, that's whichever camera is looking at whatever, right? And we're going to kind of steal that idea, but we're going to obviously do other things with the studio inside and everything to make it ours, obviously. And the good thing is we've got a lot of space. Like it's actually much, much bigger than I expected it to be. 16 by 12 it's a lot of freaking space for a shed. So it's bigger than most bedrooms. Bro said sexy Nana. Good morning, Salty Badger. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging with us here. Thanks for popping in. Dewana saying hi to Tolga. A friendly reminder, everyone, do not ruin Christmas for the kids and tell them there is no Santa Claus, because there's also people out there that believe in Harley Davidson. Oh, Buck. Buck went down that road. Guess what, Buck? There's no Santa Claus. That's what it was. It was Marshall's birthday. Thank you, Dewana. Drew a blank. It was Marshall's birthday. Hopefully, I don't know if Marshall's watching, but if he is, Marshall, Merry Christmas to you, brother. Love you to death, man. Hope you're having a good Christmas. Hope you get everything on your Christmas list. Hope Santa brings you some really cool shit. Hope mom and dad make really good dinner and you eat like a pig, because I know I am going to. Just have a great Christmas, Marshall. Love you, man. Yeah, I think there's a fight coming. We got 2-4. Well, we know it's too early in the morning. Well, it's not too early in the morning, but 2-4 is 3 hours ahead of me. So he could be drinking by now. It looks like we could have some drinking going on already. And if he's drinking, then you never know. Do you like to meet with super cool people? Dewana and her excellent son Marshall are the best folks to hang around with. There you go. There's Dewana's channel. Please check that out. Will not be disappointed. It's always a good laugh, especially when she's got Marshall. She brings Marshall out, and Marshall's, I mean, it's the fucking kid is a hoot. Love him. Love him. 2-4. My late wife would always say that to me exactly the same way. Shut the fuck up. Oh, no, shut up, Buck. A boy and his mama. There you go. I know a man who had a gorgeous motorcycle like his truck, and he donated it just because he had a big heart. Go check out Buck Brown. Oh, look at this. Woo! Tolga, does Buck owe you money? Or sorry, Buck, does Tolga owe you money? Look at this. Look at this. That sounded good. That sounded good. He is not, thank goodness, he still believes in Santa. Oh, that's awesome. Thank God. Is 2025 going to be a sober year for once? What do you mean for once? Dude, I've been sober since March of 1993. I've had 31 sober Christmases. Buck, that's okay. There's also those that believe Indian is a superior brand, but Indians have been losing ground in the U.S. for years by history. Oh, man. I'm sitting here going, okay, here we go. There's a fucking war coming here. Salty Badger and Buck are going to be into it. Yeah, I love you too. Look at these two. I have a 2006 Heritage Softail for sale. 2006. Nah, no thanks. No. I'll take a 9. I'll take a 9. I'll take if I want to, if I'm going to go get a Heritage, if I'm going to get a Harley, I'm going 90s, late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s for Harleys. If you see me riding an Indian, it's only because I stole Bucks. And that's the only way you'll see me riding an Indian. I am Black Cherry. Mary, you're talking my language here. I hate to say this. Actually, I don't hate to say this. I don't. But I've kind of fallen in love with some of the Japanese bikes. I really have. I really have. I like the newer Suzukis and the Yamahas, that Boulevard, that M109R. And if you get the RT, if you've got an RT, an M109 RT, and it fits in your garage, if you can get one of those, great bikes. Love them. Fantastic bikes. Very, very powerful, 1800cc, powerful bike, very torquey, but it's a very forgiving bike. You do need to be you can't be a beginner to ride it, but even as a veteran rider, it's a forgiving bike, right? It will allow you to make certain errors on it, and it won't hurt you as bad as, say, a Harley will or an Indian will. So that's just me. That's just me personally. It was my late husband's. Mary, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad. If that's why you're selling it, that sucks. Sorry. He's our lovely friend. We keep pushing live streams. Fun time. Go check out 2-4. Yeah, really go check yourself out at 2-4, a Canadian 2-4. Most Harley riders are fans. You're crazy, man. You're crazy, man. LOL. That's true. And I'm going to say this, right? Buck is going to like this. Salty may not like this, and some other people may not like this. Harley riders, not all of them, most of them, though. If you're riding a Harley, what does it say on your jacket? Harley Davidson. You got the Harley gloves. You got the Harley hat. You got the Harley fucking this. You got the Harley riding pants. You got the Harley boots. You got the Harley ring. You got... What is it with you people? What is it with you people? Right? Ride your bike. You don't need, if you're a Harley rider and a diehard Harley rider, and you're wearing and you're a Harley you're a Harley billboard. How many guys that ride Suzukis, Yamahas, Cowies, or any of that, how many of those guys do you see riding around with, I ride an M109R Suzuki? None. Even the Indian boys are starting to get a little carried away with I got the jacket and the Indian thing, the little fucking thing on the back of the helmet, depending on what kind of pot you have on your head. And you know what, man? Give me the bike. Give me the bike. I bought the bike. I ride the bike because I appreciate the bike and I'm comfort and I like it and da-da-da. I am not going out and dropping another $1,500 to $2,000 on all the merch just so you can tell that I'm riding a Harley as I'm driving or riding uptown. So absolutely not. It's not prone to failures, Buck. It's not prone to failures. It's prone to pop out of gear. And if you've got one that's after 2014, 14 or 15, then you don't have to worry about it. It was taken care of. Anything from like 2009 up to 2014, they had that small little problem with it. And even then, it's not on every bike. It was just one of those things. But other than that, that engine's bulletproof. Dude, you could take a fucking bazooka to that engine and it'll take that shot and keep on going. Not me, just the bike. Yeah. You know what, 2-4, I know that about you, but I'm the same way. You will never see me riding, wearing all the merch of whatever I'm riding. Same with if you own a Hellcat. Do you drive around with the Hellcat jacket on and all the shit? Or, if you own a fucking, here's the funny thing was, right? Ford had the F-150 Harley Davidson edition. And guys are driving their pickup trucks around in Harley Davidson gear. Really? The Harley F-150. Yeah, Ryan's talking about it here. Really? Are you out of your fucking mind? Really? You're driving around in a pickup truck riding with Harley gear? Come on, folks. Do better. Really, do better. I think I'd like to find an old 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, or 56 old shovel head. I'd like to find a couple of those still, maybe even in the frame. If I can get the engine and it's still in the frame, original frame, if I can get any of that, those would make nice projects, right? Those are projects that you can put together, you can do. And, it's not going to take you a weekend. You'll be working on something like that. I think that's what I'm going to go looking for. It might cost a few bucks to do it, but by the time you put it all back together, and then you flip the bike, you'll actually have a really good bike of value. I don't get paid for advertising. Salty, I hear you. I don't get paid for advertising. I wear small shop stuff. There you go. You know what, man? My entire riding career is off the shelf. Nothing came out of a dealership, or I would say a Harley dealership that said Harley on it, or whatever bike I was riding. Nothing. I never advertised. I'm not a billboard. And the same thing, I don't do it with the trucks either. Anything like my Freightliner. Yeah, it says Freightliner on it, but all the mud flaps and all the shit came off because it said like Premier Freightliner. I'm not advertising for your dealership. I tell you what, you knock another $5,000 off the price of the truck. I'll leave the mud flaps off, and I'll leave that little decal sticker that says Premier Freightliner on. I'll leave all that on. But until you do, I'm taking that off. I'm not advertising for free. Thank you for the mud flaps, but I can go put nicer mud flaps on those pieces of crap that you've got. The Harley early 150, blah, blah, blah. I don't get paid. Yeah. Last year's Jack Daniels edition Indian literally had whiskey mixed in the paint. Even I thought that was overboard just a tad. Yeah, you get a lot of junkies licking your gas tank. We still see that at the wash with the mats and matching air fresh. Yeah, Ryan, I bet you see it all over the goddamn place, don't you? Right? Everybody's coming in with the Harley edition, this or that, or that especially with the well, I don't know how many Hellcats you get running through your thing, but if they've got all the merch to go with the car or the truck or the bike, it's like, give your head a shake. Give your fucking. Nobody thinks that you're a badass rider or more of a badass rider than the guy over here, because everything on you says Harley Davidson while you're riding your bike. You can be just as badass. This guy over here can be just as badass. If not, he's probably more badass than you, because he has a zero fucks given. I don't give a fuck. Give me my pot, give me my jacket, and give me my shoes or my boots, and give me my bike. I don't need to go hunting through my closet to get all my Harley shirt, my Harley vest, my Harley jacket, my Harley boots. Nah. Trucking with the T-Bone. What's going on there, brother? How the hell you doing? Good to see you. It's getting a little toasty, and I might have to crack that door open for a second. T-Bone, you legend. Happy holiday. No. Absolutely fucking not. Hold on. We have to put it up. That is how this works, okay? That is how this works. No happy holidays. It's Merry fucking Christmas, okay? Merry Christmas. I respect everybody else's holidays. I do. But we're in Canada, or if you're in the US, it's Merry Christmas. And if you've come to these two countries and you've assimilated in here, I respect your holiday. Say what you want. But for me, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, T-Bone. Even though you just put up hashtags chickens for Dar. Merry Christmas. Honda Fury is good looking. I have not seen a Honda Fury. I have not actually taken a look at one. Maybe that's on me. Maybe I should have. Lots of them wear the Harley panties, thinking the clothing and the bike make the rider. Well, if you're wearing Harley panties, well, I'll watch it. I'll watch a chick take a pair of Harley panties off. I got no problem with that, but they don't have to say Harley on them. I won't think any less of her. It doesn't say Harley. High Strong House agreed. There you go. Thanks, man. Absolutely. Merry fucking Christmas. You got it. That's coming from 2-4, okay? 2-4 doesn't swear very often, but when he does, he means fucking business. Absolutely. Sorry, I just said sorry. No, I don't mean that. I am not sorry. I am not sorry. Okay. Again, like I said, respect, all for it. Respect your holiday, respect your religion. I do. I respect it. But if you're here for a reason. If you're in Canada, you're here for a reason. It's Merry Christmas. Fuck these teetotaling goddamn liberals where everybody's got to be, don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. If I go to another country where they don't celebrate Christmas, are they going to respect the fact that I do? No. They don't give a rat's ass that tomorrow is going to be the 25th and that's Christmas. They don't care. And nor should they. I'm in their country. I'd have no right to walk in and kick the door open in their country and go, oh, well, it's Christmas in my country and we celebrate Christmas and you're going to respect that. Fuck no. Same thing here. If you come to Canada or you come to the US, I respect the fact that you're whatever, but you know what? It's Christmas. So, boom. Drink King 436. Shout me out. There you go. You're done. Now you've been shouted out. Hit the like button. Okay, it's beer o'clock. What time is it there? It's 1 o'clock. You're late. 2-4, you're late. You're an hour late. You could have started drinking an hour ago, bro. What are you doing, man? Trucking with T-Bone. Lovely name. Isn't it? There we go. Merry fucking Christmas, everyone. My name is Sydney, aka High Strung. Go check out Legendary Motorcycle Addict. Gotta love the conversation. Sick Bastard. Definitely go check out Eric's channel. Go check out the Sick Bastard. You will not be disappointed. I think Sick Bastard, probably between him and Moto, they probably got the most lives going. I think Sick Bastard probably goes live about 2 to 3 times a day. Bastard will go live when he wakes up in the morning, which is cool because that's usually when I catch him the first time. And then at some point during the day, he's going somewhere. So he goes live while he's riding there on his bike. And then he gets there. And then he comes back. And then at some point in the afternoon, he'll go live again. And then it's in between all of that, Moto goes, right? Moto goes live. So you'll see Sick over on Moto's channel or Mr. Gregory or any of those guys that any of the riding community over there, any of them are going. So yeah, you see Sick Bastard all over the goddamn place, right? So there's this channel. Go check it out. It's a good time. What's that you sent there, Buckboo? Honda Fury. Okay. Not a bad bike. Not a bad looking bike. So it's a midsection sitting the. I don't know about for me being as tall as I am and as big as I am. That is, it might be like me getting on your Indian, Buck. I might just be a little bit too big for that. I think that's the rake is right. The tank is right. I think just it sits too low. It sits too low. Good looking bike though. Good looking bike. I like the way it sits. Yeah. I also like that color. That's a really good color on the bike. It's not bad. Not bad, eh? I think for me it's just a little like I said, it's just a little bit too low. Little bit too low. Sick bastard sleeps on live, literally. No, he hasn't started doing that yet. Okay. When I tune into Sick Bastard and all I see is him sprawled out like this in his pajamas, laying on the couch or something, then I'm gonna stop watching. But he's right up to that point. He's almost there. He's almost there. Mary, it's a 1980. Wow. That'd be all right. It was Honda's attempt at the chopper style. Okay. Yeah, you could tell by the way the rake was on it, like that one there. I don't know what the ratio was on that, but it's a good looking bike. It's a good looking bike, but like I said, it's probably a little too low for me. It'd be like me getting on Bikes Indian Scout, right? I'd be holding on to the bars and my knees would be up around my ears, so I'd have to have something a little bigger. Goodbye. I'm gonna have my bath. Well, you go knock yourself out and have a bath. That's a lot, huh? You know what? Don't worry about it, but bastard. You just keep doing what you're doing, man. I don't give a shit. The good thing is I can, at some point during the day, I'm going to see you live at some point. So it doesn't matter. Hello from Malaysia. Dasha, good to see you from Malaysia. Thanks for hanging in here. Do me a favor, hit the like button as you're passing through. Appreciate that. We got 30 likes. I want to try for 40, but I don't think we're going to hit it. He has you missed at Wheelbrunner Express. He has me missed. Sorry, I must have, something went right over me here. It's exhausting sometimes. He falls asleep a lot. Well, you know what? I can't say anything. Like I don't do a lot of lives, so whatever I don't do, I think Bastard does for all of us. Between, like I said, between him and Moto, he does a lot of lives. Helmet. Good evening from Germany. There we go. Now we're talking from Germany. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Let's get the Europeans in here, eh? Let's get the Europeans in here. We got the Swiss, we got the Swedes, we got the Kamels from Pakistan, Tolgas from Turkey. Looks like we got helmets from Germany. There we go. A Chief Scout is a small cruiser. Mine's a mid-sized cruiser. It's still too small for me. Benjamin, Ronaldo or Messi? Who cares? Be honest with you, man. I don't watch soccer or what you call with football. I don't watch any of it. I don't care. Couldn't care. Give a rat's butt about it. Trying to get my money out or StreamYard, you know. Trying to get your money's worth out of StreamYard. Oh, Moto, I understand that. Believe me, I do. Our rate went up, like for StreamYard, it went up, and Dar actually, there she is. She's in the comments right below you there. We're not overly happy about it because I don't think I'm getting bang for buck from StreamYard. I really don't. I think they could do a lot better for the money that we're paying. This is why you haven't answered any of my messages. What do you mean answered any of your messages? I sent Dara a message because I couldn't find the tape, right? I was going to wrap all your presents and then I couldn't find the tape. So I turned around and went, well, fuck that. And I went live. Did you find it? Also, let me know if I'm going to need more wrapping paper because I still have a few things to wrap. And now you're giving me no answer. Well, sorry. I was live. My problem, my fault. Sorry. They're getting greedy. Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. You know, StreamYard is very much like anything else. They're like Google. They're like YouTube. They're like any other business, right? They get the platform set up, but as time goes on, the price keeps going up and up and up. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I know what StreamYard's business is and what their operating costs are. But I'm sitting there going, wait a minute here. The costs and the increases are not justifying the return for the product that I'm getting. The return that you guys are giving me for the money that I'm spending on your product it's not worth it, right? Dar actually went and checked another platform. I can't remember what she checked. There's another platform that she checked. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but dollar for dollar, it wasn't any cheaper. And I can't say that it was any better. So I don't know. Uh-oh, you're busted. Yeah, I know. Busted. Well, Buck, you know what it's like, man. I just, I couldn't hide from her if I wanted to. I'm convinced there's a drone that follows me around anyway all day long. Dasha, love talking with you. Well, Dasha, hey, hang out, hit the like button, throw a sub if you want. Appreciate that. Actually, I canceled StreamYard, so they offered me the old price for the next 6 months. Yeah, that's what you literally have to do, right? You literally have to cancel and say, man, fuck. I do the same thing with other things, like with my phone and with Roger, like Rogers Telecommunications. For you literally every time something changes or the increase, I phone them and go. I do it with Sirius Satellite as well. Not cancel my subscription, and the first thing they do is they go, what? Well, no, cancel it. I'm not paying that. Forget it. I said, for what you're asking me to pay, if I was a new subscriber with Sirius, I'd be paying half of that for a year. Why would you expect me to pay $29.95 when a new subscriber signing up is only paying $12.95 for the first year? And then after that. So why should I pay $29.95 when I can? No, absolutely. Next thing you know, you're on the phone with customer retention, you're making a deal. And I always get my way with that kind of shit, but I refuse to pay full price for any of that shit. Absolutely not. Do you play video games? Yes, actually, I just got for my birthday, I got Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So I just started playing it a couple of days ago. I haven't really got into it. I got into some of the zombie play, and I've been going through some of the campaign shit and setting some stuff up, but I haven't really had a chance to really get into it. I'm thinking after Christmas, I'm going to when I've got like a couple of days where I got nothing to do. Right? I got no Christmas shopping to do, no cleaning to do, no nothing to fucking do. I'm going to take a full day, go downstairs, tune everything out, and get into this game. So yeah, that's the latest one. Callan, no, didn't we already talk about this? Sorry, I've only got five moderators that run our channel. Don't forget to chop all the carrots. Yeah, I won't forget that. They are proud of their StreamYard service, but it's good. It's good, but not for a small channel that doesn't make money like mine. It's a year commitment for now. You know what? Even for a channel that does make a few bucks, like I don't make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. When I say we make bucks, we don't make fuck all. But even for a channel that does generate a little bit of money, it's still not worth it. It's really, Dean, it's not worth it. Everyone's saying hi to Dar, Merry Christmas, sick. No one on, no. Dar is the lead. Dar and Tolga are the top mods here. So, Kitty creates with Dar. I hold a few peeps. Here, you guys, I'll be back in 1 second. Gotta pee. Whew. Thank God there's how many bathrooms? How many bathrooms are in this house, Dar? 4? 3. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 3 full well, 3.5 if you count peeing off the back of the deck, right? If you count peeing off the back of the deck, it's 3.5. Everyone's saying hi to Dar. Why can't I become a mod? because we don't throw mod status out to just everybody. Benjamin, sorry about that. It's just simply that we used to have everybody as mods, and we ran into problems where people in the chat were getting ornery with other people, and people were getting out of line. And if everybody's got a wrench, it's hard to remove and replace or whatever. So we just took everybody's wrench away, and we've got 5 people: Tolga, of course, Dar, Kamal, Shannon Thomas, and I think we've got one more that's a mod, and that's all we run. That's all we've got. So 2-4 saying hi to Dar. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, 2-4. I signed up for a year before price was raised. I think they charged me more instead of giving me grace for the rest of the year. I don't know for sure. You know what? Check, Moto. Here's the thing. And Jim 64, thanks, Buck. Here's the thing. People don't get this, right? And people have this mentality. Oh, well, okay, so it's only so let's just say it's a $9 difference. It's only $9. It's only $9, but it's your $9, right, Moto? It's your $9. If you take that $9, multiply it times 12, that's your money. Why give it to them? That's your money. I can use that money, right? That's what, $110, $111, or whatever it is, right? That's $111 that they're getting of your money, but it's yours. Why give it away? So, I don't feel that way. I don't like it when that kind of shit happens. If somebody's doing something and they go, oh, well, it's only a matter of it. I think they screwed me, but I'm not sure. Find out. If they fucked up, it's your money. Go get your money, man. Jesus, pardon the mess on our counter. This is what happens when you don't have enough room for all the kitchen stuff. I already showed him the whole house. Don't worry about it. We walked around with the camera. I showed him your bedroom, and I showed him all the shit. And 2-4 likes all the chains, the whips and chains in the closet. And I'm just kidding, babe. I'm just kidding. It's a 3-bath. Yeah, there's 3 bathrooms. Well, like I said, 3.5 if you pee off the end of the deck. We've all done that. And Jim say, yeah, when you took my wrench, I couldn't tighten my battery. Well, that's a personal problem. The terminals on my battery stay tight even without the wrench from wheel burner. Oh, that's right. I don't ride a Harley either. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. You're not worthy to ride a Harley. That's why you ride an Indian. Anyway. So if Dara's still here, did anybody ever see in here? Did she ever say where the tape was? I may have missed a few. Okay, I got to chop carrots. All right, big deal. I'm just going through the comments. Did Dar ever say where the tape was? Anybody? Dr. Pepper in the morning. It's 10:15, and I've already had 2 cups of coffee. Yo, you messaged me and told me to ask Brianne. Brianne isn't even out of bed yet. She's still in bed. I'm not going to go wake her up. I was so happy, too. I had all your presents laid out and everything all over the table and all the wrapping paper, and I was all happy to get it done. Before I left, they were in the bag that the bows were in. In the bag that the bows were in. What did I do with that? Did I put it back? All right, I'll have to go look at that. I'll go check it out. There was like 3 of them. I don't think so. I think you know what? I think you got to get off the crack pipe. I really do. And you also told you that. There was like 3 of them. I don't know what you're talking about. Ziploc bag, I think on the floor of my office closet. Nope, not there. Nope. Sorry, not there. Guys, I'll watch this. I'm gonna make her fucking pop. Oh man. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go wrap some presents before before Dar blows her fucking brains out. So I'm gonna finish this off. Actually, let's do this. Hold on. We haven't done this in a while. Let's see if this will work. Oh, come on. Really? Really? We're going to do this? We're going to do this? All right. Why is this not working? You are tired and irritable. Baby. Baby. Who loves you, baby? Hey? Who loves you? Nobody wants you to be tired and irritable, baby. Okay, I'm trying to get this actually. I'm trying to drop a link here and it's just not wanting to play with me. This stupid thing. Copy, copy. Okay, I'll go here. What do you mean suck up? There's no suck up. There's no suck up. All right, fuck it. I give up. I'm not having one of these fucking days here. Did you feed the dogs? Yes, I fed the dogs. Everybody's been fed and watered and taken care of, including me. I managed to put my fucking shoes on, my shoes on the right feet and put clean clothes on. And yeah. Did you feed the dogs? All right. Well, do me a favor. Before you come home, let me know. That way you don't walk in the door and I got all your Christmas presents all over the goddamn fucking table. Okay. So just make sure. Okay. Love you too. Bye. She's probably talking to Buck. Love you, Buck. She's not saying I love you to me. She's saying I love you to Buck. Probably. That's just the way it works in my house. Yeah, that's cool. Message me before you leave. Cool. All right. You know what, boys and girls? I'm not having any luck with this stupid StreamYard. I'm not having any luck with this. I'll try one more time. There we go. Let's try here. Invite. Copy. Copied. All right. Paste. Actually, let's just fucking do it this way. File. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. I don't know if that'll work. Let's see if that works. Nope, didn't work. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if it'll work if you click on it. It's not coming through blue like it's supposed to. It's coming through. Well, that is the way it's working. Don't work. I don't know. You know what? 2.4. We went through this a couple of weeks ago as well, right? We were trying as well. For some people, it worked. Like if you were on a laptop, I think it works. Or if you're on an Android, it works, but if you're on an iPhone, on the phone, it won't work because of the vertical mode. Is that what it is? Okay. Okay. Damn. Sorry. You know what? Well, we've done it before with the vertical mode, but I think Tolga, I think you got to be on a laptop. It won't work. It's only on the phone, right? So, oh well, I tried. You know what? I tried. Put that away. I'm going to go dig up some tape because my beautiful wife says that there's tape here somewhere. I think she's full of hoo-ha. But what do I know? What do I know? So there, yeah, it works on your laptop. So if anybody's got a laptop and you want to pop in and say hi real quick. Let's see here. Yeah. No. Yeah. We ain't getting nowhere. All right, guys. With that, you know what? Thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys all have a good Christmas tomorrow. If anybody's still driving or working, like Buck, if you're still going, please, man, take it easy. I know tomorrow's Christmas. Everybody wants to get home, but don't rush. Take your time. Get home safely to your loved ones. Nobody wants to hear about a fucking accident or somebody doing something silly or being pushed or you know, you're pushing yourself to get home and something happens. So just get home alive, everybody. Merry Christmas. And we'll touch base with you in the new year. Well, no, we'll probably touch base with you right after Christmas at some point. But anyway, I'm out of here. You guys, thanks for hanging out with us this morning.